we almost see no titties and boobies anymore, and we only see dicks. Hey, anyone notice this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
What's up, you big old bitches? Only 10 minutes late today. You guys happy? That's called progress. Okay, we were an hour late last stream with Melanie Mack, but we're here with the even larger breasted Zia Anderson. What's up, baby?
Hello. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, dude. I saw you posting pictures of your boobies, and I was like, I gotta get her on the show again.
Pictures of the boobies. I mean, that's pretty much why I got them. I wasn't booking things, and I was like, what will help me book things? Boobs. Just kidding.
Yeah, dude. I was like, God damn. When you joined the thing a minute ago, I was like, oh my God.
I did. You asked for poppin' titties, and I gave you poppin' titties. I put on my most pushy-up-ist bra of push-up bras that I have. Number one, and number two, it's a size too small, so the nips pop out. So I got to do a little of this.
That's wild, bro.
So
That's
often.
wild. Yeah, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about boobies in general, but we'll talk about the process because I'm kind of interested in. I'm kind of interested in what's going down with your boobies.
It's a long process. It's way more than you think it is. Like, I just thought you go in and you come out with boobs, and you kind of do, but you don't. Like, they look weird for a long time.
Yeah, because there's a recovery period, and then you got to choose like the material that you want depending on what you're looking for. And then if you like work out or you don't work out, you want to get them under the muscle or over the muscle depending on what you're looking for. More expensive when it's under. It's just all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm interested in, but they look great, man. You did a great job.
Thank you. My surgeon was awesome. He really is fantastic at giving you natural looking results.
Well, that's good. Thank you to High Strung. By the way, hey, we hit 100 likes immediately. Damn. By the way, guys, Zia will be doing a naked snake with me today. Assuming we hit naked snake, she'll do the naked snake with me. So get the hell on it, doggone it. We're gonna update the lot goal, and then we're gonna talk about some stuff. Today we're talking about some stuff, guys. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but there's an airline or airlines that are going to be weighing passengers before they get on planes.
They weigh luggage, damn it. Why not?
That's what I'm saying. Dude, look, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, they say my luggage is 1 pound over the limit. Therefore, I have to check this shit. But Oshniqua just walked on. Her ass is at least 200 pounds each, both of the cheeks. And they let her on without any money extra. Yeah,
what's up with that? No, and then they complain that the seats aren't big enough, that they have to buy 2 seats. But it's like, dude, even if the seats were bigger, because I have to agree, the seats on planes are small, and I'm small. They're tiny. They suck. I get it. But even if they were big enough to accommodate every big person, it would be like a bench seat in every one, and airlines wouldn't make any money. It doesn't make any sense.
Dude, I got on an airplane like a few years ago, and my God, dude, I was walking and I saw the number, I looked at the number on the wall and I was like, oh no. And it was 2 just great big old fat people. And I had to get in between these 2 400-pound like dudes, and they were like sweating on me, and they smelled like that sweet rotten smell, like rotten fruit.
Oh,
I wanted to die. I literally wish I was looking for the nearest shotgun to just end it all.
That's the crud and like the sweat buildup in between the folds that starts to smell like that. Then
it's all discolored and shit. Oh God, it's awful. So apparently they're doing that. So we're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about dating a little bit. We'll talk about boobs. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I'm glad you came on. I didn't know if you would or not.
Of course. I had so much fun last time, and you have such a cool community. Like a few people, they've come over to check out my stuff, and they're so sweet and so nice, and just lovely people.
You have an OnlyFans, right?
I do. Yeah. We talked about that last time.
Did you already have have you already featured your new boobies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. People have been also really kind about that too. They like them a lot. Things have been good over there, which is great because got a lot of debt.
I need to sign up immediately.
Do it, Camelot.
For research purposes, all right. Look, I'm researching like breast augmentation.
Okay? I had a friend, like he's not like a close friend. He's just a friend that I knew from back home in Hawaii. And I remember him messaging me, and he's like, "Is it weird that I signed up on your OnlyFans?" And I was like, "No, thank you." Like, I don't know,
dude. Did you know that there is a thread? I saw it on Google, or somebody sent me the link. There is a thread that's like a year old that is like up to date on people trying to find nudes and porn of me.
I saw that. I saw it because you posted it, but you know what I'm surprised that they haven't done yet. But I feel like I'm going to give them an idea and I'll feel bad because it's going to happen. But Charlie, Moist Critical was talking about it.
Yeah.
He's seen it of him, deep fake porn. They make like deep fake porn of him that's going around. And he said that for a while it looked really bad where you can tell and it's just super goofy and you're like, oh my God, this looks so stupid. And he's just kind of giggling at it. But it's so weird that someone spends that much time.
Yeah, I'm afraid. It just blows my mind, and I'm afraid that I want to pull it up, but I'm scared there's gonna be like a pee at some point. Now, it's not my pee yet, but
it'll be someone's pee.
Yeah, but you can see right here. It's like, does anybody have anything on him?
He's extremely hot. Now, do you think that's a guy or a girl?
That's a guy for sure.
For sure.
Girls they wouldn't go through all this bullshit. And like, there's just shirtless pictures. I really hope there's something out there.
Johnny is a sexy member.
It says right here, male.
Oh yeah, look at that. And Cardiff in Wales.
Thank you, super charming and hot. Plus, no eating. What he's saying? I wouldn't say no to eating that ass. I bet he's super freaky. What is this? Who is he? He's a YouTuber. Oh no! I want to see this man naked.
Guys are not immune to this either.
Mel.
Wow.
Mel.
It's all dudes.
I'm pretty sure we all do.
You could make a killing. It'd be all gay dudes, but you'd make a killing.
Oh, wow. Fine. Look, we got one.
A lady. Yummy, yummy.
Oh no! Look at that. Yeah, finally we got one. I wish you'd give us an OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure. No! Oh my God!
You have to know that happens to everyone all the time.
Oh no! He said he jerked off to a picture of me. That sucks. God, hopefully he considers an OnlyFans. I don't even know what this is. I'm terrified. I'm not clicking that. Whatever the hell that is.
It'll get your channel taken down.
Oh God, I'm scared. Yeah. Lots of people want to do an OnlyFans. Everybody. Yeah. There's like, by the way, there's like 6 pages of this.
That's 6 pages of people just talking about how hot you are. This has to be a boost to the old ego, though, right?
Yes, but I do like this message. It's perfect. I'm so ready to see this man's.
I like the picture too, where his glasses are coming down. And he's like peeping. He's peeping for a cock. Oh wow! Look, you really gave him a lot with that one.
I did give him a lot. Look, I would have let him have his way with me. 100% gay. He's 100% gay. Look at that. Look at my quads. Bro.
0% straight. Your quads are popping there. They're popping like these cities. Hello.
Here we go. Oh God, he looks good in those jeans.
Did they black out whoever's face that was? The girl? They're like, nah, we don't want to see her.
He's 99% gay. So his 1% straightness let him see this.
Just the body.
Just
Forget
the body.
The face.
But the 99% gay was not wanting the face. Here we goes. Oh God, here we go. It says, so he's alt-right. Is that what locals means? Hold on. Oh, no, it's just Rumble.
Oh, okay.
Does that mean? Oh, okay. Bobby on alt-right websites. So you can get money, bro. Oh, my gosh.
Hello.
Just unfollow the thread if you can't deal, bro. I hope he's not alt-right, bro. No, I no longer want to see his penis. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, oh my God, please. This is, so I posted this. I was like, if I hit 50 merch sales by Sunday, I'm going to post the illustrious nude.
Did you hit 50? No, okay.
Oh, but I did post the nude on my locals. And I'm sure they're going to post it here in a second.
That it? Is that it?
Yeah, I like the emoji though. It's black. Look at it.
No, that really added to it. That's very nice.
Yeah, let's not
Did that one say I want him to take my butt?
Where? Hold on. Where is it at? Where? Hold on. Let's see. Where is it? I want him to take my butt. They just won't. This stream has turned into like going through the thread of people wanting me to have sex with them.
This is a Camelot thirst stream.
Oh God! I just bought the month as a Christmas gift to all you guys. Oh my gosh! Thanks for sharing. It kind of seemed to turn out that way. Yeah. So they thought I was going to throw my penis. Could he please just show it already? He's so hot. I can't even.
Wow.
Oh my God! A dick is a dick. This person's like, I don't care if it's small.
I just want to see a penis.
Look at this one. It's just
that
me.
You?
Yeah, I'm just a sleepy. I'm a
That's
sleepy
so
boy.
artsy.
Oh, I can't look at it. All right. Well, anyways, I'm sleeping. Yeah, I'm just sleeping here. Oh, it's so hot, bro. Is that butt pic you posted to the pay site? He's just so sexy. These bastards, man. They're
Oh my
outrageous.
God. Yeah. Now you know how we feel, Camelot.
Look.
What is that? A little Cody?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Oh my goodness. I've never seen you not built.
Yeah, that was. I have abs, kind of. That was when I had just lost all my weight from doing stuff. Oh God.
Oh, gotcha.
It's getting worse.
Wow.
It's getting worse.
This is getting spicy.
Please, God, this one dude that's been following this thread for years, by the way, this same guy that's been following the threads for years is like, please.
I think you just need to keep teasing these people forever. Never get naked and just post more and more of this stuff.
For years.
For years.
I love how everybody's like, I unsubscribed because I guess I haven't got naked yet. I unsubscribed from the nakedness. This is May 12th, 2023, by the way.
We're not even into other years yet.
Oh my, no, we're
still in May. How many pages are there? This is wild.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and he's not homophobic. He's just not into trans. Not being in trans doesn't make you homophobic. A lot of us gays aren't into or support trans at all. Yeah, Prax. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Look.
Yeah. What's this whole thing that like if you're phobic if you're not into a specific thing? I don't get that.
Look, I think gay dudes. I don't care about what kind of gay you is. Gay dudes are cool. Like I don't have a problem with gay dudes. Like at all. I think they're cool. I know a lot of gay dudes. Big Mike's in my chat right now. He's gay as hell. But like I don't have a problem with trans people either. As long as you're an adult, like do whatever you want to do, bro. But like
exactly same.
I'm not gonna like have sex with a trans like woman. Like,
which is fair. I don't think that's like a crazy thing to say. Yeah. And I'm also like totally cool with trans people, totally cool gay. Don't give a fuck if you're as long as everyone's a consenting adult, cool. Do what you got to do. It's whatever. It doesn't affect me any. But I also don't think I could ever be with like what is it? Female to male trans.
Yeah.
Because you just are missing parts that I want.
Yeah, I wouldn't look. If Blair White came into my room and was like, bro, and like took her clothes off and was like, what do you think? I'd be like, you look great. But I don't really care to have sex with you, but you look great. You don't look bad. You did a good job. You did a great job, but still not into this. It's fine. I don't hate you or anything. It's just, my pee-pee won't get hard right now. And they're like, you're homophobic. I'm like, no, that would be transphobic. And I agree.
I also don't think it's phobic though. Like for real. It's just I don't know. And when they call fat phobic, like, look, okay, I will admit fully that I am fat phobic, but not against fat people, against me getting fat.
I'm terrified of fats.
Freak out. Like I do recovering from my boobs. I'm not shitting you. I gained 5 pounds and I was like looking in the mirror the other day and I was like, you're fucking disgusting.
Bro, look, I will go to your OnlyFans and I will look at your recent pictures, and I'm sure they look great.
That's nice of you to say thank you, but I am insane and I totally realize that about myself. I try to talk myself down a little bit. I'm like, dude, in like a month you'll lose it. You'll be fine. Relax. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But no, to be honest, fat phobic is one of the funniest terms out there. Like you're afraid of fat people. Look, no.
Only if they sit on me.
Dude, well, yeah, but I don't have a problem with big people. Fuck it. Like there's people that are big. I was big at one point in my life, but just don't glorify it and also say it's impossible for you to lose weight and also say that I'm evil if I work out. Fuck off.
Or like, I remember when Adele lost a bunch of weight and people were shitting on her for losing weight. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's getting healthy because she had a kid and she's realizing, oh, fuck, I need to be there for my child as they grow up. Dude. That's a good thing. And all those people were like, they were making TikToks saying Adele lost all this weight and she doesn't even realize how fat phobic it is. And I'm like, what? Just to lose weight is fat phobic? Damn. What does that mean? It doesn't even make any sense.
It's crazy as hell. Somebody in chat said Zia should sleep with Ashton. She is hot.
Is that ACTC? Andrew Thomas? Is that who said that?
Yes.
Oh, Andrew, he's such a sweetheart.
Dude, there is something about blondes just getting together.
When Ashton and I went to Dunkin' Donuts at the content house that we were at, the one of the in Poconos, we got free donuts and they thought we were sisters. It was kind of fun.
Oh, you're both blonde. You must be sisters. Snafu says this foul temptress has corrupted our boy with her luscious new breast. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Her fancy is only $14.99. That's right, only $14.99. And you too can be corrupted by our grand Zia.
Oh, what a gem.
Look,
I
so
mean,
good
I'm
of
sorry.
you. Speaking of gems, Billy Hatcher, the first pink boy of the night. Oh, my God. He says, time to get naked for Naked Snake. Thank you so much, my friend. I love you. Appreciate you, Billy Hatcher. That puts us a fifth of the way to Naked Snake already for the 168th stream in a row. My boy's goated. We're going to leave him on the sidebar over here. Thank you so much, dude.
What a nice person.
This temptress is giving me the vape.
I'm sorry, Snafu. I'm sorry.
Oh, Mr. Beauregard, giving me the vapors.
I got the vapors. It's hot in this studio. The AC does not reach here.
Dude, it's cold as fuck in my house, right? And it's like hot outside. It's like it was 87 today, and it's so cold in my house.
So your HVAC is great.
Yeah, I got like 3 units. They're like huge.
Oh,
every
jealous.
floor of the house, there's a unit. The power bill is like $800.
Sweet Jesus! All right, I guess I shouldn't complain. Mine is like $56. Was my last one.
All right, hold on. Speaking of $56, Bryce Wilson with $25 saying, "Here's money towards Naked Snake." I appreciate you, buddy. It's the first orange boy of the night. He's goated. His PP very large. I love you, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my friend. And Johan Naxos, you know what I'm gonna say tonight. Thank you, my friend. I love you and I appreciate you. It's a character. His PFP is a character from an old TV show called Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I loved Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Meatwad was always my favorite.
Yeah. And his PFP is a little dog named Ham Banana that would just grape everybody. That was his thing. And that's like what he said.
I remember that.
When they first get the dog, he's like, they were like, "You know any words or something?" And he was like, "The only words I know is ball, food, and rape." And it's like, oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Billy Hatcher. Her sweating will make people thirsty.
I am like
That's
really
how it works,
sweating.
man. Dude, I'll never forget. I don't know what it was. It was like it was like a one night thing with this girl, right? She was a really little girl with short hair. She's adorable. And I'm sure I've talked about her before, but we were like, it was like our first time hanging out ever, and we start smashing pistols because that's what you do, right? And it was like, for some reason we were like sweating bullets. And I don't know why, but it was like the sexiest thing and like that had ever happened. And I was like dragging my tongue across her body, bro.
Oh, I licked sweat off a guy once and he was like, "I've never had anyone do that before." But there's something like so primal when you're in that moment and there's sweat and you're just like, ooh, and it smells good and it's hot. Ooh. Yeah, no, I get it.
Dude, I can't talk about this very much longer, bro. Yeah,
it's
dude.
Good thing you can't see from the waist down.
Oh God, yeah, dude. It's like a full erect. All right, Diamond, Trav Beardsman. Oh, you sexy bitch, Cody. Thank you, Trad. I love you. Appreciate you. He's so good for me. He's so good to me. I love you, dude. Yeah, dude, that was actually really fun going through that thread. I hope my editor clips that because I could not believe that. I'd never seen that before, by the way. I took a screenshot of the first thing and I just posted it on Twitter. I never went through it. So, editor, you know what to do. Speaking of editors knowing what to do, this show is getting interrupted by a lot of pink boys right now. Oh my God. Look at this bastard. I love you, dude. Appreciate you. Phoenix Sage said so many simps. But speaking of AC, I'm an HVAC refrigeration tech. Gotta get my ass to bed, though. I'll catch you up tomorrow, man. Have a good night. I love you. I appreciate you. I worked HVAC for a very small period of time with my dad, who did HVAC.
It seems like a pain in the ass. When the guys came over and did because we got a new HVAC system not that long ago, and it's just the ductwork is it's a whole thing. So it doesn't reach one side of the house really. It's terrible. But anyway, it was an all day. Like I watched them work for a little while, and I was like, "Good Lord, it's a lot of work." Yeah, no, thank you. Like, my dad was like, "Yeah, dude, if you do this." I think the PlayStation 1 had just came out, like the PS1, not the PlayStation 1, but the PS1. Yeah,
it was like a very small version of it, and it was like probably 2004 or some shit. I don't remember, 2003. And I was like 14, and I was like, "Dad, I want that." And he was like, "All right, well, come do HVAC with me for a week, and then I'll buy it for you." And I was like, "Well, shit." So I went and did HVAC with him, and by the end of the first day, I was like, "This was a bad idea. This was not a good trade-off. I'm like under this house, and it's like sweltering, and I'm holding this giant square-ass metal thing when my dad puts putty on it, and we're slamming them together, and he's drilling holes. I'm like, I don't like this. I think it's terrible."
And all for like what? How much was it? $300?
The PS1. Oh, it was like 99, bro.
Oh my God, was it only 99? It was $100. You got weaseled a week of work for 99 bucks.
Damn, he knew what he was doing.
Labor.
He knew what he was doing. Speaking of knowing what you're doing, Disco Cobra with a pink boy. Oh my God. Look at this. Man. He said, I don't support trans or gays, but I respect your right to believe what you want. Just don't push it on me. You can do what you want. Be left alone. So much work. Woke politics. I think it's politics and everything these days. And I agree. Now, look, as far as I wouldn't say I don't support like trans people. I'm just not like worried about it. Like, you live your life. Do you have fun? Like, I don't overtly support nor do I deny. Like, as far as gays go, I'm total. That doesn't matter to me. Support.
Cody, you're like exactly me. It scares me sometimes how similar we're like the guy version of me. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Literally the exact same way. It's not a thought trans, but I also know trans people. I think it's so different sometimes when you really get to know them and people.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I had 2 trans employees when I worked at GameStop, and they were super cool. And then we kept in touch for years after I'd left. It was fine, So, what I think Disco is alluding to here is, I'm pretty sure he's religious, so that's part of it, obviously. But the issue is, just don't bring children into it, and that's it. And then you can do most whatever you want. And just don't make kids to it.
Pretty much also exactly how I feel. But I also do see where people are coming from with it being shoved down your throats everywhere you turn immediately. It's getting obnoxious. Like, you can be a supporter and still look at that and be like, oh, for Pete's sake, what the fuck? Again, we're doing this, and everybody freaks out. And it's like, it's got to be like, I get you want to support those people. Cool. It's a really, really small percentage of the population. Most other people aren't thinking about it. It doesn't matter. Can we calm down on it, please?
Yeah. Yeah, the majority of people don't care. That's pretty much the issue. Torgo the White, the Breast Show on YouTube tonight. That's the damn show, Torgo. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Torgo is great.
Trent West Brook, my boy. I love you. I'm going to give you a fart. Appreciate you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I finally got the Darth Maul thing in my music studio. Finally. Dude, I finally got everything set up, like all the shit. So I appreciate that. Trent Westbrook. And don't forget, Zia, you're hot in more ways than one.
Oh, GRP, hi.
I mean, do you have an innie or an outie vagina?
It's not an innie, it's an outie.
You said that like it's aggressively outie.
Kind of. Well, I don't know if it's aggressive. Like, it's not. So I've seen like I've watched a fair amount of porn. Yeah, I've seen like meaty, like big ones. It's not like that, but it's not small. It's like somewhere in between, I guess. Like there are lips. Yeah,
I think that's where it should be, because so when I was, I guess maybe teenager to 20s, I preferred that like super anything.
Right.
And then as I got older, I'm like, I want something in the middle.
Right.
Like, like you close one nostril and you sneeze a little. Right? That's kind of what I like.
And pushed out a tiny bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And because I'm like, I want to be able to like grab something with my mouth and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's so funny. And I'm not against people having that kind of a preference either. If you like smaller badges or bigger, whatever the hell, I don't care. But it's interesting how passionate I've seen people get about it.
Yeah.
Either way, sometimes I've seen people being like, I really love a nice meaty vag. And you're like, all right.
I think what I noticed is every time I'd hook up with a girl that had like the in-between thing, dude, it would be sloppy. It was just so sloppy and nice. And every time I'd hook up with a girl with that like freaking McDouble, like that menu freaking picture of the McDouble on the side, it was always like a little bit drier. Like it's not letting everything get out. And I think the other shit's kind of like letting it get out a little bit more.
Interesting. Okay.
But maybe I don't know.
Hey, maybe there's some we need to talk to a scientist. We get an OBGYN on here.
Yeah, dude. Be like, bro,
tell us some stuff.
Hold on. Wicked Virtue, what's up, baby? How you doing? Coming in with a $3 super chat. I love you, baby. I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. But Mark says, I agree that LGBT stuff's being forced down our throats. I'm like, I get it. I don't care anymore. And I think that's how everybody is. Yeah. And I don't like, I've never been one to care about any of that. Like if that's what you want to do, it's just, it's almost like people, and I guess people like activists, maybe people that want to watch the world burn are trying to see how far they can take it.
It feels like that, doesn't it? Yeah. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we're putting this book and it's going to be recommended to first graders and it's about how to suck dick. And it's like, why?
There's no reason for this.
Why? Like, And then and if they get mad about it and schools are like, we're not going to have that book. That's a little insane. People are like, you're banning books like Nazi Germany. And it's like, what?
Yeah, no, like you can't have full on, you can't have hustlers in elementary schools. All right. Can we not? This is not an insane take to have.
Yeah. And it's gross because the dialogue in the book speaks like baby talk. And it's like gross. It's like little Jimmy likes when his privates get kissed on by his friend Taylor, and it shows like two little cartoon characters, and one's like sucking the other one off. And I'm like, ooh, this is creepy.
Is that a real book?
Yeah, it was real.
Ew.
It was one of the ones that got banned, and everybody was complaining that they're banning books.
That's not like you're banning frickin' Tom Sawyer because of certain words. That's stupid, but that's like a legit, that shouldn't be in schools. That's not weird.
Wall immediately. Robert J says there's a difference between people who are actually gay, trans, just trying to live their lives, and then creeps who want to show children penis. 100%. And I'm a believe, Robert, 100%. It's such a small portion of people. Mm-hmm. Like 99% of trans and gay people are like, bro, I don't want to be involved in this shit. And and people don't get and then there's that one tiny little bitty percentile that are like, woo! And then they get they always get arrested like a year later for like having sex with a 12-year-old or assaulting.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. I know. It's bizarre. You do see that a lot. And I think there's gotta be GRP. There's gotta be some percentage of it that's mental illness, like maybe a small.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's for damn sure. Speaking of mental illness, we're halfway to Naked Snake already. That was quick. Daramuth on Rumble says, ask Zia about helping getting Leanne Star on your show. Maybe a good addition to your interviews. I asked her like 2 weeks ago and she couldn't. And then I forgot.
Leanne's awesome though. Yeah. If you definitely I don't know if you need me to help you, but if you do.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't mind at all. I like it. I need to get everybody on possible. I mean, dude, I've had such an insane amount of really crazy guests I never expected to have. I had Pipkin Pippo, which will never happen again. I got Review Tech USA, one of my buds from back in the day. I got I've got Nick Ricada like 8 times. I've got Donut Operator, a Critical Drinker, Gary from Nerdrotic, Jeremy Geeks and Gamers, Ron. I mean, so many great people. Tug.
That's a good list.
It was a lot.
Why the hell are you having me on again? For fuck's sake, Cody.
Because it's fun. I don't give a damn.
I'm glad.
Who'd I have on Monday? I had Melanie Mack for the second time, and it was a fantastic show. We were on freaking all night, dude.
That's awesome.
So it was a lot of fun, man. But anyways, they're the ones who end up special registry and can't be within 2,000 feet of a school. But they fixed that recently, Robert, because now in California, it is under a judge's discretion whether to issue people on the registry, depending on the parameters around what happened. So basically, if there's like a 25-year-old gay man and he like sodomizes like a 11-year-old boy, he technically, depending on how the circumstances arise, he won't have to register as a sex offender because they kind of decriminalized that for people in California because it disproportionately affected the gay community.
Well, I just
the state
every
senator
you disproportionately affect. You're always like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, here we go. No, the state senator's name was literally Wiener. It wasn't Anthony Weiner. It was another Wiener. I don't know.
A different Wiener. You can't trust any of these Wieners, man. Untrustworthy.
All the Wieners. All the Wiener. If your name was Wiener, how have you not swallowed a shotgun by now, or at least change that shit? And 2, don't run for office. Why are they always running for office?
All creeps run for office.
How is it that there's like 20 senators named Wiener?
They're all related somehow. It's a family empire. It's part of the Illuminati.
The name's Wiener. By the way, I send my nudes to 12-year-old girls. It's like, what? Why? Why is your name Wiener? It's almost more offensive that their name's Wiener. Brian Bobbin, I love you. Thank you always for supporting me, baby. Low IQ says my last girl had an innie. She would soak the sheets. Oh, maybe I was wrong then. Maybe I was wrong. Or maybe she pissed on your face, low IQ. Maybe that was happening.
That'd be a bummer. I remember a guy I was dating told me about that, where he was sleeping with a girl once or screwing a girl once, and she was on top, and they were going at it, and like right as she came, I don't know. I don't think I've heard that squirt is pee. I've heard it's not pee. I don't know what happened, but she basically just released and peed all over him, and he like felt something warm, and he looked down, and just pee spreading across his body, and I was like, oh, that sucks so bad.
I watched something behind that, and squirt is like 96% urine.
That's what I've always heard, and then other people are like, no, it's not, and I'm like, I don't know what's true.
Just lean into what you love. If you love the squirt, just let it hit you in the face and still love it. Who cares if it's pee?
Yeah, then it means you probably like being peed on.
Dude, when I get kind of turned, when I'm like 4 out of 10 drunk or higher, I'll eat ass for days. I don't really do it sober, and it's because I don't think about it. But like when I'm drunk, I just don't think about it. I see it. I'm looking at it. Like when I'm drunk, though, I'm like, yeah. Like
that's when you're real. That's when your inhibitions are lowered and the real Cody comes out. He's ass eating Cody.
Dude, I would love to eat some ass right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. I can't get it. Pee is sterile. It's fine, Johan. Oh, well, see, it's fine then. It's fine, good. Just let it hit in your face. No big deal. Dude, I remember saying that one time. I said something about squirt being pee, and somebody in the chat was pissed at me, and they like DM me, and they're like, "How dare you like shame my kinks?" And I'm like, "Bro, dude, let it pee on you. I'm totally cool with it."
Nobody's kink shaming. We're just talking about
let the pee hit you in the face, baby, and own it.
Yeah, dude, I've always wanted to get peed on. I don't care.
Wait.
Yeah, I have. Because I want to know. I want to know if I'm into it. Because there's enough there that I'm like, all right, I could be into this, but I don't know until it happens.
Okay, hold on. So you've never been peed on?
No.
Why don't you just ask a guy to pee on you?
Well, I did, but he can't pee in front of people. So that's a real bummer. I know.
Just ask any dude, and it doesn't have to be sexual. Like one of your bros, be like, "Dude, pee on me," and like I just want to see what happens. Like it
I just want to see if I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be sexy. You just go to the shower area and just get peed on, and be like, I don't know. You know. And he can leave.
I'm gonna run this by Nick. He's like, "What?"
It's fine. You know, I know, dude, I could, for example, I'm not trying to say anything, but I could pee in front of anybody.
You're like, just so you know, I have no problems peeing in front of anyone at all.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I race like every other weekend, which I'm racing in like 2 days. And they have just like at all these NASCAR tracks, they just have, when you go to the men's bathroom, there's not urinals. It's just one long trough.
I've always seen those before. Do they put ice in it? Do you get to pee on ice?
Yes. And
cool.
I'm just pissing, and there's like 3 dudes beside me, and I see all the dicks, and I'm just pissing. I don't care.
Yeah.
And they're all like,
just a dick.
And everybody's fat and old. Everybody's fat and old.
It's like always the guy that in the locker room who is the one that gets naked is the fat old dude. It's honestly kind of the same in the girls' locker room. If I go into the gym, it's always like the older, like overweight ladies who are just getting full naked. It's never a hot chick. Never.
Yeah, one of this girl I used to train, she said she went into the locker room and changed, and like this old like fat lady, like obviously was suffering for some mental thing, but she started screaming at the girl I was training because she got naked. And she's like, don't get naked from me. And she like started like throwing shit and then like ran out of the gym. And I never saw her again. Not the girl I'm training, the old lady. Yeah.
Lady, it's a locker room. What the hell are you supposed to do in there?
Yeah, she was wild as hell. And then I learned from the owner that she had like yelled at other people like just in the gym before for no reason. So
she's crazy and they needed to kick her out.
Dude, I don't know what happened to me at one point, but at some so I didn't like getting naked in front of people. Like ever. Ever. I was like, it was like being scared of spiders, man. I just like,
is it because you used to be bigger?
Maybe, but dude, that is gone. Like I'll never. I think I tackled it because I had this girl and she was over, and it was like right after my ex-wife had left, and it's just really attractive girl was at my house, and she was like, "I'm trying to be your friend, but for some reason I'm sleeping in your bed. I don't really know why." And she's like, "I'm not trying to do anything." And I'm like, "All right, cool," but I was trying to like,
oh crap.
Yeah, I was trying to see what would happen. So I was like kind of drunk, and I was just in the bathroom peeing, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. And I just like got done peeing, and I just took all my clothes off and just walked because I was going to bed, right? And I walked to the bed, and I was shredded monster back then. And I walked to the bed and just laid down, and her eyes were like, it's wide. They were so wide. And dude, like 3 minutes later, she was on me. And we were just going ham.
See, that is proof. Naked man works. You did the naked man and it worked.
Yeah. And now like, dude, I don't give a damn who's around. Like if I'm just changing, I'll just rip off. Yeah, I don't give a damn. I had a house party and like there was these 2 girls that were there, and they wanted to use like my master bathroom because my master bathtub is huge. It has like jets and shit.
Oh, that's nice.
And I like really needed to shower. Like I wanted to shower. I don't remember what was going on. It was like right before the house party started or something. Or I may have got out of the pool. I don't remember. And I go in the shower is just like completely clear glass that wraps around my like back of my bathroom with like 2 shower heads. So I just got in that bitch and just got butt ass naked and just turned the shower on. And these girls are just like, well, fuck, I guess he's getting naked.
Did they get in the shower with you? Did they also get naked?
I got in the tub with them after. It was great.
Dude, you're killing it, man.
It was great.
Mad props.
It was
like I'm very impressed, sir.
Thank you. Now it's only because of I have no like shame. I'm just, but I asked, I was like, can I get in the bath? And they're like, yeah, dude, what's up? And we got the bath all drinking in the bath. It was great.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. You just ask if they're cool with it. Cool. Then you got it. Then you're in. You know you're good. I'm kind of the same way with that. I don't at all mind.
Thank you, Kamikaze.
I don't at all mind people seeing my body. I'm just not weird about it. But I think that's also because I grew up in Hawaii and I grew up literally from like just in a bathing suit because I was always at the beach. It's a tropical island. We'd be camping. So I never thought anything of it. Like it wasn't a thought in my mind of like, oh no, I got to cover up because no one did. Why would you? It's a fucking tropical island. So it was like I never had that. I never had that like, oh no, I got to hide my body. I just wasn't raised like that.
Yeah. And I think that was the catalyst, man. Like coming out of that room that first time and just being butt ass naked.
And that girl was like, this is great. And 3 minutes later.
Yeah.
Also, I don't believe for a second that she didn't want anything to happen and she wanted to be there as a friend. She was obviously attracted to you. You don't get into bed with a friend like that of the opposite sex if there's not something there really.
Well, I'll give you some context. So she was like one of my ex-wife's really good friends.
Okay.
So when my ex-wife left, she like messaged me on Facebook. She was like, hey, I heard about what happened. Because obviously she told her. And I was like, oh yeah. And she's like, dude, if you need anything, if you want to hang out, like we can hang out. And I was like, okay. And she was
waiting for her chance.
Yeah. She was like, I'll bring Jack Daniels, bro. And I was like, okay, I've never had whiskey. Come on. So this is before I ever started drinking. And she came over and just had whiskey. And we drank a little bit of whiskey and played Mario. And my ex-wife had just left and she took a bunch of furniture. So it was like a one wooden chair and then my computer chair in front of like my computer. And we just played Mario on this like TV in my game room, my old YouTube studio. And we both drank a little and I got kind of drunk. And I was like, I've never had whiskey, whatever. And I had a guest room. And she went and stayed in the guest room and I went to my bedroom and she texted me like 5 minutes after like us going into our separate rooms. And she's like, bro, I'm lonely as fuck. And I was just like, oh, well, you can just come in here if you want. And then she didn't even respond. I just heard footsteps and then the door opened. She
knew what she was doing from the beginning. She had her eye on you the whole time. And then she's like, oh, they broke up. Yes.
Yeah. But then I got my first taste of the crazy because the next day I was at the gym and I was like kind of high on life. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, maybe everything's going to be okay. Right.
Oh, good for you.
I wasn't trying to date anybody, but like, I was like, I immediately had like empty my balls and I was like, well, this is crazy. I didn't think this would ever happen. Cause I had not been in the game for years, like 7 years. And I didn't know if I was seen as attractive or if I could talk to people. I didn't know. I'm just trying to be me. And this happens. And I'm like, well, hell yeah. And then she texts me and she said that she doesn't want to see me anymore because I tempted her from Jesus Christ.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah. And I was like, well, God, I am. And I was like, all right, well, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know that's how that was. You know, I had a great time with you, be safe. That's kind of how I, approach things.
Yeah.
And like 2 damn days later, bro, it was like Wednesday or when that happened. And then like, it was Friday or it was Thursday night or something. I can't remember. And she's like, she texts me and she's like, well, you want to hang out tomorrow and drink? And I'm like, but you said. And she was like, no, like that, she was like, we don't have to do anything. We can just hang out as friends. And I'm like, okay. So she comes over, we drink, of course, dude. I remember going to bed and she like comes in my room and she just takes her shorts off and her underwear at the same time. And just like gets in the bed with me. And of course I know, what's going to happen.
Of course.
And it was like a faucet. So, then I shit you not, 2 days later, same fucking text. Like
she's confused.
Yeah, Jesus has confused my girl here.
Jesus has confused her. I dated one of those for like a couple of years and it was weird, man.
Yeah, it's like, why do you feel so much shame every time you dump a load? And
Every time he'd freaking freak out.
but so this was how it ended, but it ended on a good note. So she was in between moving and she needed somewhere to stay for like 4 days. So she's like, hey, can I stay with you for 4 days? And I'm like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. Because I'm just like, we can be friends. Because I'm like totally cool with not having. I don't care. Like if you don't have sex with me, it's fine. I can hang out. I had other friends there. I had a roommate by that time. Like 2 weeks later, I had a roommate, one of my old friends, and he moved in with me. And because I just wanted. The empty house was starting to get really fucking weird. So like, he was like, hey, I have nowhere to go. One of my other friends had just moved away. So, and he lived with him. So I was like, yeah, dude, move in. Fuck it. So he moved in, and then she comes and stays with me for like 4 days. And we're just playing like Resident Evil 7 when it first came out. And Resident Evil 7. And dude, we would drink every night, and it was like clockwork. She would just slept in my bed, and just we would just go hard like 3 times every night.
And did she freak out afterwards, or it just once it ended, it was cool? She was like, okay, I needed to get that out of my system, and now I can go serve the Lord for.
Yeah, and then she went and did her thing, and she went to her new place, and we didn't talk for a while, and then like she would message me, but she would be kind of mean half the time, so I just stopped responding to her.
Interesting. Okay,
but
so it kind of had a good ending. You guys banged like a lot for 4 days, so that's good.
Yeah, it was great. I got my feeling. I didn't really care how it ended. To be honest, at that point, I didn't go fuck. I was like, I don't care anymore. Brandon Johnson, $5 for Naked Zia. I mean. He actually means Zia. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you. We are close. We're 247 away. I appreciate you. She's a weird woman, dude. I know, dude. It was crazy. It's great. She got married a couple years later, and I know how she is, right? And I'm like, man, that poor guy. And they were married for a while, and then eventually one day I saw her profile picture just changed to her. And I'm like, well, no.
That's always a red flag. Every time you see that, dude, I go down the rabbit hole of like, I've had this happen to a friend recently, actually, where I stalk everyone and I'm like, oh yeah, they broke up. Almost always, not always, because sometimes, like my profile picture is just me, but there's other ones of, but like, it's not, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, most of the time you're like, oh boy.
You know what I've noticed? I've noticed when I get on Facebook, and this happened to me yesterday, by the way, and I'm scrolling down Facebook and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like I'm seeing like old people from my high school posting pictures with their like kids or whatever, and they're like 300 pounds and bald, and I'm like, and they look like they're 60, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's what happens when you don't take care of yourself.
Yeah, so naturally I post a picture of my abs on Facebook. Like, here, I'll show it to you. I'll show you that. Well, I can't show it.
I want to.
I'll show you the Twitter post because I took a screenshot on Twitter. And it was like a lot can change in just 8 years, bro. And because I just wanted to flex on my high school friends.
At least they're your friends and not people that you hated. And you were like, look, bitch, look. Yeah.
Because like, this is me at like 33 versus, and these people on Facebook look like monsters, man. Monsters.
It's oddly makes you feel good a little bit. Like I'll do that sometimes too, especially when because I've had people who are just rotten to me in high school. Like I got picked on a fair amount growing up in Hawaii, looking as goddamn pale as I am, and I got bullied a lot too. But there were a lot of you're fucking white, bitch.
What a dumb hot bitch.
But yeah, so it was of course there were people that were nice to me. I had friends and all of that, whatever, but there were a lot of people that were just dickheads, and they tried to add me on Facebook later in life. And I was like, nope, fuck you. I just have a list of like pending people that I'm like, you were such a dick to me. Why would I want to be friends with you?
Dude, this girl, she was like the most popular girl in school. And I had a crush on her, man, hard. And I think she fucking knew. So she asked me out one day in 6th grade. And keep in mind, there's the popular kids, there's the just normal kids, then there's the losers, and then there's the fucking like retards.
Oh no, there's worse than the losers.
And there was 4 people at the retard table, and it was me, my friend Joe, my friend Jacob, and my friend Austin. We were the retards.
Oh, no. Why? Why did people hate you so much?
We were the absolute bottom of the shelf, bro. We were the suave. We were the suave of freaking tequila, bro. It was awful.
Boy.
We were Burnett's of vodka. We were bad. So that being said, she walks up to me in sixth grade. And she's like, she just slides a note to me, and it's like, do you want to go out? Yes or no? And I'm like, you know, as a 6th grader, you're like, yes, because you don't realize it's a trap. So she like, I hand it back to her, and she's like, okay, and she walks off. And I don't talk to her for like 3 days, obviously, because, you know, 6th grade. And then I don't know what day it was. You know, we're out at recess or whatever, like break. They called it break. And there's this giant blacktop, and every kid in school is out on break, by the way. We're at this blacktop, just all sitting there eating our goofy ass freaking ho-hos and shit. And she walks up to me and then, like, very loudly announces, she's like, I have an announcement to make. And she looks at me and she breaks up with me in front of everybody and then laughs, and everybody starts laughing. And I was like, and luckily I was just at a young enough age to be like, that was weird, and then go back to what I was doing, you know, because if I was in like 8th grade, I'd have probably killed myself.
Because you really understand what's going on. When you're young, you're just like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, whatever, fuck it, you know. So fast forward 20 years. I think it was when I was 28, maybe. That same girl messaged me on Facebook that did that to me. And she was like, how have you been? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I've been good here. And she was like insinuating, like, reconnecting with me. And this bitch is like shaped like a basketball now.
Yes. That's the best revenge ever, when they get fat. I love it.
They're all fat.
That's what you get for being an asshole.
Every single girl that was in my high school is fat now.
It's crazy how that happens.
Now, granted, there was only like 29 people in my graduating class, but
holy crap, you had a tiny school.
Yeah, it was a tiny little redneck school where all the teachers were banging the kids and stuff. It was a freaking wild time.
I mean, I grew up in a small town in a tiny island in the middle of the fucking Pacific, and I think we had more graduating class than that.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think.
Yeah.
It had to have been a few hundred.
Billy had to say, I'm surprised saying retard isn't censored by YouTube. Well, when I put my distributor on my new engine, the timing will definitely be off. So I'm gonna have to retard the timing of the distributor, which is why it's not. And why would it be? We're bringing the word back. Fuck them.
Dude, I say it all the time.
It doesn't mean, you would never go up to somebody that has, you know, a learning disability and say that.
No, of course not.
It's just a stupid person like me, King Retard.
Do you remember there was, I don't know if you remember this. I don't remember this. I don't even think I was alive, but someone brought it up recently. There was some kind of like charity. I think this was in the 80s. There was some kind of charity for mental illness, but I think they called it Swinging for Retards or something. Like it was and that's what it said on the shirt. I shit you not. Like I know there's a way to find it, but it's something where it just straight up says that on a t-shirt, like based. Swinging for Retards.
Kind of based, actually. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of based. We gotta be honest here. Speaking of based, the squid. It's been really disappointing when I see a hot chick I have a crush on in high school turn out to be fat and hideous these days. Like, bro, you know what you could be. Stop eating. No, and to that point, squid. The blonde girl, yeah, she's like just a teacher now at the high school, and she still lives on the same road the high school's on. Dude, how could you not advance through life at all? Like everybody I went to high school with still lives like right next to the high school, and they're like just married now and fat. And I'm like, there was so much more to life. There was so much more you could have done. And you're like, no, I'm just gonna stay right here forever. And just teach at the school, I guess. Thank you, Squid, by the way. I love you, dude. Your PP is massive. 230 from Naked Snake. Swing for the retard. No.
It was a real thing, and there was actually shirts on it, and that was just their slogan. They were raising money for mentally challenged people or whatever, however you are supposed to say it now. But yeah, and it was just because that was fine back then. It's kind of like how when your grandparents say Orientals and you have to be like, Grandma, you can't say that. Like, it's just shit changes over time. And we suddenly decide, sorry, that word's offensive now. Why? I don't know. We just decided it is.
My God. Well, speaking of being offensive, it's time to be a little bit more offensive because Air New Zealand is asking passengers to weigh in before international flights.
Oh, this makes me so happy.
Oh, my God. It says the Civil Aviation Authority, the country's industry watchdog, requires the data to help calculate the weight and balance of the planes before takeoff. Let's see. So Air New Zealand wants to weigh 10,000 passengers during the month-long survey, but the numbers won't be flashed up on scales for all to see. It promised and will remain anonymous, even to staff, because, of course, you don't want you don't want your weight getting out there or you seeing your weight, because then you will be forced to have some kind of accountability, and no one wants that in their life. Of course. And it says, to fly safely and efficiently, we need to be able to calculate the weight and balance the aircraft each and every time we fly. The passengers have nothing to worry about. There's no weight shown on the screen anywhere. It's just captured to go straight to the computer.
So does that mean if a really, really, really fat person gets on, they're like, sorry, we're already over our limit. You can't get on the plane.
They get on the scale and it, like, you just see the eyes like get wide of all the staff. They're like, damn. Like, wait, why'd you say that? It's like, oh, no reason. Sorry, I was thinking about something else that just popped in my head just now. That's why I said that. Damn. It reminds me of that damn fat lady. That freaking she demands that. What did she demanded that they give her free tickets because her ass was like 5 feet across.
Is that the one that was trying to go down the aisle and she had to turn sideways and her ass was like, I've never seen anything like that.
How do you even get all the fat in there? Because her upper body was for some reason abnormally small compared to the rest of her ass.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Like, it actually did go in. You were like, you almost look kind of just thick up top, and then down below, it's like all the obesity just went straight there.
It's like when Squidward ate all the Krabby Patties and it went straight to his ass. Then he exploded. You know what I'm saying?
I've never even seen that episode.
What? He's like,
no.
It's where Squidward becomes obsessed with Krabby Patties, and it's like SpongeBob's like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? And he's like, yes. And he starts eating all the Krabby Patties in the Krabby Patty vault. And he's like, you can't eat all those Krabbies, Squidward. And he's like, why? He's like, am I going to explode or something? And SpongeBob's like, no, it'll go straight to your thighs. And then it zooms down and he has these obese thighs. And then SpongeBob's like, and then you'll explode. And then he explodes.
SpongeBob is based.
Yeah, let's see.
I didn't know.
I'll pull it up. Obese Squidward.
I have empathy for people who are really overweight, because what sadness inside of you are you trying to fill with food that allows you to get that big? Like I really do. Sometimes I see big people and it just makes me sad, because I'm like, man, there's got to be something going on there. A normal person doesn't just eat themselves into 600 pounds. But I don't like that they're now trying to be delusional about it to a point where they're like, no, it's beautiful and I'm fine. Oh my God, look at Squidward.
Look at his legs, man. That's from the episode, by the way.
That is you. I feel like you couldn't get away with this these days. How has SpongeBob not been canceled?
Yeah. Do you remember the panty raid episode?
No, I've not really watched that much SpongeBob, honestly, but it sounds like I got to go back and watch some
that
of
one's
it.
no longer on there because they deleted it.
Of
but
course.
It's like it's where the quote, are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? And he's like, oh, I'm feeling it.
And then they go panty raiding.
And he's like, they said they were gonna like do a lot of like adult partying, and they do none of it. And Krabs is mad, right? He's like, you said we were gonna do cool shit, and this is all gay. And then like he's like, well, you don't want to leave, Mr. Krabs, because we're about to do the main event. And they're like, what is that? And he's like, we're gonna do a panty raid. And he's like, panties? You mean like girls' panties? And then they go raid panties, and then it ends up being his mom, Mr. Krabs' mom. But yeah, they deleted the hell out of that episode.
Oh, that's amazing. How many parents do you think were like, what is my child watching?
Yeah, because somebody panty raided. I thought about panty raiding.
I mean, wait, do you remember that show, Room Raiders, where it was on MTV back in the day. Yeah. They would go in and they always would like look at their panties. They'd open the panty drawer and look inside it as they were going through their room to decide who to date. I wonder if that show was real.
You pull it out and it's like this big and you're like, nope, we'll put that back.
Not this one. Not this one.
Stains. Why does this one have poo stains on it? Carrie Davidson with an orange boy. I love you. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you so much. That is I can't do the math. Well, I don't have to do the math because he just made it easier. Oh, Reese made it a little bit easier on me because it is now 190 till Naked Snake. Thank you, Reese. And thank you, Carrie. We love you, baby. I'm so glad you're back. And I'm glad you talk to me every day when I'm tired and sad. I'll just say, Zia, you look incredible. And we'll have money for looking good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for all your love and your support. Wolf Spain says, girl reached out to me from high school that wanted to hook up. A few texts later, and I figured out that she just assumed I was a diller because I'm black. Damn.
Wow.
Damn. Wolf
That's some real racism. Holy crap.
Yeah, you sell drugs, right? Your name's
you must
Jaquan,
be.
Right?
Do you also play bass? I mean, come on.
Yeah, of course. You rap, right? Yeah. Yeah. You play basketball? It's like, no, she's like, damn, son, that's pretty fucked up.
That's so crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah. But
wow.
there is an element of satisfaction to when you see people that were, now look, I don't know about you. Now you did say you got bullied a lot. It was ruthless for my ass because I was obese and little and ugly. I was just the worst of everything. And I was also awkward and stupid. And I played video games when it wasn't cool.
I was so nerdy when it wasn't cool. Holy shit. It was brutal.
It was brutal. So I got
suddenly now it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the popular thing to do. So I got wrecked. And then, so as I get older, it's satisfying to see all those people that destroy me. There's this one kid, his name was Josh, and he was the meanest. He was like a gay kid, I guess. He seemed kind of gay. I don't know. But he always hung out with all the popular girls, and he would always like, comment on my clothes and be like, "Oh my gosh, what are you wearing, bro?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just my."
So he was the sassy gay boy that was bullying you,
and he would bully the hell out of me. And he's part of the popular kids. So back then, when I was getting bullied, I didn't know what to do. I just took it. Thinking back to it now, I'm like, dude, I should have slapped that son bitch in the face, but I didn't. So, anyways, I saw a mugshot because he got arrested like 2 years ago. And he's like got this nice, like slick, creepy, bald like spot right here. And
he's bald.
He looks like he got fucked up. And like he's like, oh, and like I'm like, yeah, woo!
No, it is. It's the most amazing thing ever. Every time I see, because it's true, a lot of the girls, they have a few kids and they get fat. It's like they have 3 kids and they're huge. And there have definitely been a few girls that have like tried to add me as a friend, and I'll look back over their profile and I'm like, he. And they married the same guy that they were with in high school, and he's also balding, and you're just like, oh, that's missing a few teeth. It's fun to go down that rabbit hole sometimes. Oh man.
Yeah.
Man.
If I'm ever feeling bad, I'll go to arrest.org and I'll just type in my county that I grew up in, and I'll just look at all the people that got arrested that I went to high school with.
I wonder if my sister is that person for someone. I think about that sometimes because my sister is serving she's got like a 5 or 6 year sentence for for going ham. I mean, the girl stole a cop's car. She stole a car. She stole a cop's gun. She's riding around. Oh yeah, no, it's like she went on a meth fueled rampage and just like too. It was meth. Yeah. I talked to her because she actually calls me from jail. I just sent her some pictures. She called me recently, and like for a long time, she wouldn't talk about her drug days. She wouldn't talk about her kids. She would never talk about any of that kind of stuff. And I finally just recently started getting stuff out of her. And at one point, because I moved to LA, my dad moved to LA, and then 3 months later, I moved there. And my dad was like, cool, how long are you visiting for? And I was like, I got a one-way ticket because I needed to get the hell out of Hawaii. It was, you get island fever. Everybody's doing the same shit. Kind of like, I was like, I need more. I need something else. I have to go. So I moved to LA. My sister stayed in Hawaii, and this was before we knew she was doing drugs. Like she was a recreational. She'd smoke weed and, do coke occasionally. And
of course.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And drugs were never my thing. I tried them a few times and I was like, this is not for me. But anyway, she it was just that kind of stuff. So I leave, and at some point we find out that she is just methed out of her skull. Like first she gets kicked out, she gets evicted from her place, and we think like, okay, she's having a hard time. She needs some help with money. My dad helped her out with some money. I never in my wildest years would have thought she was like a crazy meth addict. Then she moves in with her aunt for a little while. Our aunt kicks her out. And then we're like, okay, that's weird because our aunt wouldn't just kick her out for no reason. Like she's a great woman. She took us in when we were kids after our mom died. And it was like, she's awesome. So she calls us one time. She video calls me and she's talking like a million miles an hour. And she's like, Zia, I got this great job. I won this monologue competition and I'm going to teach it at Princeton. It was like some Ivy League school. Yeah. And I was like, Sienna, you don't have a high school diploma. So something weird is going on here. She's like, I'll help you pay off all your debt. She was like, really? I called my dad right after. I'm like, Dad, something's going on with Cece. He's like, yeah, she's high out of her mind. And I was like, oh, okay. So a lot of shit happened. She's getting in a bunch of trouble. She keeps getting all this stuff's going on. My dad finally flies her out to California to try to keep an eye on her because he's like, I don't know what else to do. She's out there, and then that's too much for him because he's trying to like get her a job. What she really needs is treatment. She won't go get treatment. She starts using meth out in California. She threatens to beat up my dad's wife. It's a whole because my dad's wife wouldn't give her money. It was wild. Then she goes up to Oregon to stay with our grandma for a little while. And our grandma's a terrible person. I don't know why my dad thought this was a good idea. He just didn't know what to do, I think. So she goes up there and we find that doesn't work out. My grandma kicks her out. She comes back down to California. We find under her mattress a police report of that she like drove into a car dealership, like through the window.
What the fuck, man?
Into a car dealership and was trying to take the keys to the cars. And she wouldn't talk about it. So none of us knew what actually even happened. I finally got her to spill the story for me. Apparently, she took my grandma's van and she was really high. She said she started injecting meth. And she was really, wild. She's super high. Yeah. And she was driving along and she got it into her head because when she gets high, she gets real delusional. She got it into her head that it was the end of the world and no one else had survived because it was like 3 a.m. and there was fog everywhere. And she was like, I was running out of gas. And in my mind, I was like, oh, there's a car dealership. I'll just go take one of those cars because I got to survive. I got to keep going. So she rams into the front of one car dealership, but it has 2 doors. And so she slams through the one door and is like, doesn't go through the second door. So instead of, trying again, she just backs up and goes across the street to the other car dealership, slams through the window of that one. She's got some dog in the car. I don't know where the dog came from. And the police find her there with a bunch of the keys trying to take the cars because obviously an alarm goes off. And I finally got the story and I was like, holy shit, Cece.
Dude,
this is crazy.
That sounds badass. Now look, let me imagine what's going on in her mind when the police get there. Because she probably thinks it's like fucking aliens.
Yes.
The world had ended, right? In her mind.
Everyone was dead. In her mind, she was the last survivor.
When the police show up, she's probably like, fuck! Like, it's aliens! Like, dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy story. Holy shit balls.
So I'm finally like getting this stuff out of her because for a long time, it was like she got a DUI in California, but it wasn't alcohol. And then she was talking about how she was dating some FBI agent. She was like, Zia, my boyfriend's a CIA agent. I don't think that's real. But like, I'm finally starting to get these stories out of her because she's been clean for a while and she calls me all the time. I told her that she has a lot of suitors on the internet. I talk about her stories and she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, there's a few guys that are ready to marry you when you get out.
They just want to hear your stories and help write a book, publish.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn. The day the world ended. But it's not really. It didn't. But it did in my mind. Won't be honest.
But in my mind, it totally ended for real.
Speaking of the world ending, jerk off Juggernaut with a $100 super chat. My God, the guy's a maniac.
Nice.
He says, "Man, I went down a hell of a rabbit hole of Dan Bask amazing Grace reactions on YouTube, and I tell you what, the blacks had the best reaction." I hope it all leads to Gary Moore poorly singing Bon Jovi. Here's Gary. Fuck, you trying to get like nerdrotic? Here's for steak milk thing. Steak milk, my God. Catch y'all on the AM. Thank you, Jerk Off Juggernaut. I love you and I appreciate you. And I don't deserve that shit. That puts us 80 from Fight Milk. Or sorry, that puts us 80 from Naked Snake. Thank you so much, Juggernaut. You're goated. Your PP is quite large, and I really, really appreciate all your support. I'll keep it over here on the sidebar so I can revisit it here in a little bit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. And don't forget Chris Cola, just for that. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Yes, it is a rainbow night. Thank you so much, Chris. You're goated. Yeah, that's a wild story. And I was thinking of a story that is definitely not as cool now, but my friend, growing up, I had a friend, and he lived like right down the road from me, and I never had met his dad because his dad was serving like a 20 to life fucking thing.
Oh, geez.
For some crazy shit. Like he like armed robber, like he robbed a bank or some shit. Well, fast forward to being, I think I was like 26 or 7, and he got out of prison somehow. So I like go to my friend's house, like, and I haven't been there in forever. And like this little short bald man walks out, and it's his dad. And I was like, oh my God, I've never met his dad. And he doesn't like his dad, by the way. So I meet this dude for a second, and he's like talking back and forth, like later on to that friend I mentioned. And he was like, he can't adjust to outside life. He's like,
that happens a lot.
Do this shit. And he was telling my friend, he's like, I can't do this. So this dude purposefully just goes to a nearby Walmart and steals a truck and just leads the police on a high-speed chase.
Just so he can go back to jail.
He wasn't like, he just wanted to go back to jail. And he's
like Morgan Freeman from Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it was what was it called? Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying. Get cracking. But yeah, it was like that. But I'm pretty sure he was also super high too. But he fucking gets on that shit and just fucking flies and like wrecks the truck. The police get him gunpoint. He goes back to jail, and then he gets out like 5 years later somehow. And now he's apparently
That's it.
Yeah, he's apparently out again. And this is like modern day. Like my friend was like, yeah, he's like living down the road from me. And I was like, what the fuck? That's wild.
That is wild. Jesus. Yeah. Also, I fucked that up. It wasn't Morgan Freeman. It was the old guy. It was like the really, really old Brooks. Guy that finally gets out. Brooks. Yeah.
Brooks hung himself. Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah. Brooks was here and also died here because he couldn't handle being a bag boy at a freaking grocery store. He's like, I once saw an automobile when I was a kid. Now they're everywhere. It's like, okay.
Candy's no longer a penny. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, which that's one thing I always thought is funny is like how this is completely different topic, but how politicians like make and create laws based around, you know, that affect the vast majority of people affected 24 to 32 years old. Mm-hmm. And the last time when they were like 20 and bought candy, it was 5 cents.
Oh yeah, dude, like don't even get me started.
87 years old, and I'm like, how do you know? They're like, yeah, we know you need. Inflation's hurting you. I bet you have no idea. You like last time you checked, a Coke was fucking 20 cents.
Dude, when I bought the house that we bought,
that's the name of my penis, apparently.
That's the Goomba is your penis?
Tiny little body, giant head.
Giant head. I was wondering about that. Okay. If I ever see it, I'll let you guys know. No, when I bought this house, it was like the woman who bought it before us 30 years ago or however long ago it was, I think it was like 30 years ago, bought it for $97,000 and it like almost quadrupled in price.
Yeah.
Since then. And they're like, what? Just buy a house. No big deal. Like, I don't know how I even managed to do this and I'm not doing it super well. It's fucking crazy.
I bought my house in 2013 for like $100,000.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah. And when I sold it for like 280 or some shit, 267. I can't remember. There was like some stipulations to the contract, but I sold that shit and I had like a lot of money in my pocket. I was like, damn, look at all this money. So I timed it to roll it over into this house and I rolled over at 100% of it into a down payment for this house. So people have been like trying to expose me and like, there's a Kiwi Farms about my ass. And, like people are posting like my house and claiming that my house is like over $1 million and I'm rich and I'm scamming people. And I'm like, bro, I literally took almost $200,000 cash and put it down on a house.
Yeah.
That's why I have this house. It's not because I bought, and I feel like they think you just buy a house cash.
That's what someone said about me. They're like, stop giving this girl money. She just bought a house. I was like, my mortgage is really fucking high. I put a 3% down payment, dude.
Yeah.
It's not
30-year mortgage.
Like I didn't just buy a house. I don't own the whole thing. The bank owns it. My mortgage sucks.
Yeah. Dude, I bought my house last July. My mortgage sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. At least you got a
5.6%.
Dude, mine's 7%.
What?
Yeah. I got fucked like 6 months ago.
Well, I bought mine a year ago. Yeah, you got fucked up, bro.
Oh yeah, it sucked. And we started looking long before that, but we kept getting outbid on everything by like 30 to 40 grand. It was brutal.
Yeah. And I mean, I tell myself I can just refinance if the interest rates ever get better.
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah, but then they're getting worse. So I'm like, how's this happening?
Yep.
No, my mortgage, the thing about it is, I think to myself, my mortgage was $600 for my first house.
God, that's amazing.
$600.
Holy shit.
And now it's like almost 8 times that. Like it's wild. Like
it's insane.
And it's because property taxes. My property taxes were $600 or $700 in 2013. Now they're almost $4,000.
Wait, a year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, yours are about on par. I think mine are like actually $5,000 to $6,000 because I'm in New Jersey, so it's property taxes are insane here. Yeah, no, it's fucking brutal. Being a homeowner is. There's part of me that's like, okay, cool. Yeah. Exactly. God.
I'll explain that real quick. Karis brings up a great point. By the way, Karis.
Yes.
I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but I will be in Sophia, North Carolina, racing at Caraway Speedway. I don't know what you're doing. If you want to do the Montgomery, it's in 2 weeks. With the 12 car, I got to put the engine in. So it's up to you. Now, we won't have to really do anything because there's a team that works on the car and they don't want you touching it. They don't want me touching it. They get pissed. If I'm like, let me help you, they're like, get the fuck out of here. We're doing this because they're really fast. They're like taking shit off the car, like fucking. They took all the shocks off in like 4 minutes and put carburetor shocks. They do it so fast it like blows my asshole out the water. And I was trying to help one time, and he's like, "Hey man, you drive, you go, you sit down." And I'm like, "All right, fuck, shit off." And I was like, "I'll get out of your hair. I'm sorry," because the guy was like, "You're the driver, so you need to get out of my way." And I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not used to that. I'm used to doing everything." So, but he says, "How dare you buy a roof for yourself? You should be living in a shack." Yeah, Karis. Yeah. That's the thing with YouTube. And by the way, Karis, I hope you enjoyed that raid. There's a lot of people in that raid. I hope you had a lot of people and you had a good stream that night, dude. But yeah, dude, people for some odd reason think that content creators that do it professionally should not be paid for some reason.
I noticed that. It's sort of the same thing with sex work, and it's very odd. They think you should put all your time and energy. And by the way, I don't think people realize how much time goes into it. It's like 2 full-time jobs. I'm not even joking. It's day to night you're working. And it's, it's something that you love, but it's a big risk to take to get into that and to do that instead of having the security of a regular job. And also, like, why shouldn't someone be paid for the entertainment that they're providing for people? I don't get it.
Yeah. And it would be different if like I worked full time, but with what happened in my life and how YouTube took off for me, it became just my full-time job.
Right.
And like there's still people out there that's like, you shouldn't be paid for it. I'm like, but you get paid for working at McDonald's. Yeah. I don't go into the register line and be like, give me a McDouble. Oh, by the way, you shouldn't get paid for this. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's this weird thing where the internet kind of made people feel entitled to everything for free, I think. Like not everybody, obviously. Like there are people who are more than happy to support. Obviously, everyone here are just lovely, but it is weird because you do see that online as a content creator, and it doesn't matter what kind of content creator you are. People lose their mind because they just think that it should be free. And you're like, but how is the person that's providing it to you supposed to live?
Exactly.
Well, exactly. I would never watch this. All right, but other people are. So
yeah, I have a great point that just happened the other day. Gabriel, I love you, dude. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Appreciate you, dude. By the way, if you guys aren't subbed to my boy Karis, go give him some love. He just got laid off. He's a talented, hardworking dude, so give him some love. But thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate it. But so this guy commented on a video the other day, and he told me, because I stream on Rumble as well. Mm-hmm. Like Garamuth just Rumble ranted, and he said, sign up to see Zia's pillows a while back, worth it.
Aww.
Thank you, Daramu. But Rumble's been really good, and it's been financially good. And somebody commented and was like, they said something about you're using Rumble, yet Rumble just had a bad earnings call, and they don't care about their investors. Blah 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 blah. And it's like you just care about Rumble because you're getting paid, I guess. And I literally responded, I'm like, yes. This is my job. So are you trying to tell me that I shouldn't be paid? Like, I'm confused here. And like, I was like, that's so confusing. It's like, look, I can understand if I was putting ads on every single one of my videos. I've never put a single ad on my videos, by the way, but I've never put an ad, and I could understand if every video was like, sign up for NordVPN for 2 minutes straight. I get it. That'd be, you might be able to be like, well, this dude's putting a lot of ads in this because he's a little money hungry. But no, I don't do that shit. And because I can, what I've said since day one in 2019 when I started this, as long as I can pay my mortgage, I'm not going to force that shit down people's throats because I'm not trying to become a bajillionaire.
Right.
But it is my full-time job. And people assume, like, I set up podcasts and I do like 2 to 3 videos a week. I have an alt channel that I have 4 videos a day on. People think to themselves, so like, oh, well, that only takes you 5 minutes. And I'm like, no. It is easily over 40 hours a week.
Yeah, let me tell you, buddy.
Yeah, I do like 2 podcasts a week that are not on my channel, and I do 3 hours 3 times a week on my channel, and then I have filming, then I have all the shit that goes through it, thumbnails.
Editing.
I do all my thumbnails. I have an editor. I don't do that shit.
Yeah, because that takes so much time. Sweet Jesus.
I do not enjoy it.
And then also there's planning the content, there's promoting the content. You have to spend time on your social media sites because that is legitimately part of your job. You're promoting yourself and promoting your stuff. It's the exact same with any sort of sex work on whatever platform, whether it's OnlyFans, Fansly, whatever it sort of is. People think, oh, you just take a couple pictures and you post them, right? Of course not. If you did that, first of all, like a majority of girls who get on OnlyFans don't make any money at all.
Yeah.
It's a small percentage of people, and you do have to work your ass off because you can't just post it. And then how do people know you're there? How do they know your content? How do they know who you are? You got to do decent photos. You have to post regularly. You have to have a good assortment of content. You have to interact with people. Like a majority of my day goes to like answering messages and stuff. And I really try to get to every message every day, but sometimes it's every other day. It sucks. But yeah, and then you have to market yourself. So you have to find out how to put yourself out there. You got to do podcasts to promote yourself, like whatever it is. And then when you add YouTube and Twitch and other things on top of that, because most creators do like multiple things like that, it is easily 50 to 60 hours a week. Easily.
Yeah, and that's what people don't understand is, dude, I am shit posting on Twitter every 5 minutes.
Oh, I see it. You are my Twitter inspiration. I need to get my shit together.
Dude, I shit post so hard. Like,
it's good.
Because I've stopped caring, and I'm almost doing it in spite of this offensive culture.
I like it.
And what I do is people will say, you hate fat people, you're shaming fat people. And I just say, you're damn right.
I love it.
And I just do it again. I'm like, fuck them. I hate them. I hope they all die. Like, I don't.
You can't say otherwise.
Right. And I don't. And the thing is, I don't actually believe these things. I'm just shit posting because me working out is technically fat shaming people. So fuck it. I'm going full all in because the people that know me in real life, I have friends that are overweight and I encourage them every day. If they ask me questions, I encourage them, and they're real people. I care about them and I don't see them as lesser at all. I don't give a fuck. And they know who they are, and they know I care about them. And they know I don't hate people because of that. That's stupid. But on Twitter, I shit post hard because it doesn't matter what you say. Like I could say, well, I don't know if I really think you should be overweight. It's probably unhealthy. It has the same impact. It has the exact same impact on that user that's going to see it and get offended as if you said, fuck fat people. It has the exact same impact. So might as well just go ham, baby.
Yeah. No. 100% with you. And there's no amount of you being like, I'm a good person. And there's no like hate in my, like making jokes. This happens to comedians a lot too. There's no hate in your heart. And I'm not a comedian, but there's no hate in my heart when I make a stupid joke. Like I'm not saying it because I hate whatever the thing is. It's just a dumb joke, but people will out of their minds because you said something that they find offensive. And half the time, it's not even the demographic that you're joking about, too, by the way. It's some asshole that's going to be, what's the word I'm looking for, offended on behalf of a trans person or a gay person. You're just like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's just some like college white girl that doesn't even, she's like, don't say something ill about black people. And I'm like, dude, they don't care about you either, bitch. What are you doing? You think you're like, that's one thing about white women, damn it, is the reason. Now look, I love giving the beans from behind on some white girls. Trust me, I love it. It's my favorite. But like white women, for some odd reason, this is why I consider white women smarter than most everybody. Reason I say this is because they were able to reap almost all the benefits of their status and the race, and able to assign themselves as almost prime victimhood and oppressed. You know what? You're absolutely right about that.
I
don't know.
And the only people that are starting to take them down is trans women. They're like coming into space being like, what's up, bitch? Who's the white woman now? Like, what do we do? What do we do? You know?
Can't say anything. We're transphobic, so we just got to, what?
They don't know what to do now. Oh God, what do you do? Speaking of not knowing what to do, Wookie be bad. Woo! My boy! He be bad. He be a Wookie. He says, here's some mortgage payment. I just paid mine. Well, I appreciate that, my friend. I love you. You goated as hell. Appreciate you helping me get through these tough times. I love you, dude. I appreciate that so much. Wookie bad. We're going to keep it on the sidebar. I appreciate you. You're goated, and I love your damn profile picture, man. Thank you. Kara says, Camelot here, and let's take a look at today's sponsor, Mr. Karis. I appreciate you, dude. Love you, Karis. And Billy Hatcher says, does Zia prefer shaved balls or hairy balls?
That's a good question. You know what? I don't need it to be completely shaved, but trimmed. I'm cool with pubes as long as it's trimmed and kept nice, but I don't mind if you shave it too. Okay. Either or. Just don't let it go for Here's what
I learned, Zia. Here's what I learned. Oh, I see exactly. So this is what happened. Sometimes, life is stressful. I never stop. I'm driving everywhere. I'm racing. I wrecked my I had a huge wreck last race. It was terrifying.
Are you all right? I mean, obviously you're okay now, but was
my
any injuries?
I fucked my knee up pretty good, but it's fine now. So, And for some reason, the team didn't fire me. I'm racing for the team this weekend. I was like, they're sure going to fire me, right? They didn't fire me.
That's wild. That's awesome.
It's probably because I'm third in points somehow. I don't know how I'm third in points, but I'm third in points. We had a couple top fives in the beginning of the year, and it really solidified that. But that being said, you know, I do a lot. So every now and then I look down and I'm like, damn, I have got the bush going. And I usually keep it pretty trimmed, you know, for some slappings. So the other day, you know, like 3 days ago, I was just, you know, I was really doing my chest. Everything's just fucking furry. And I'm like, all right, I'm tired of this. So I get in the shower, I'm shaving. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to shave the balls and I'm going hard. So I get everything down to a slick. I even go against the grain just on some parts to get it like baby ass.
That hurts a little bit.
Sucks. Yeah. It gets those little ballpoint, like pin, like little blood spots. So I do that. I get it. And it's like a baby's ass, right? Because I knew I was hanging out with a girl in it. So this girl comes over and she looking slick as hell. She's like a bodybuilding chick. She has a muscular upper back. Whew, damn. So anyways, I'm giving her the back beans, right? And I'm going hard. And like my pelvic region that's perfectly shaved is like hitting and gripping.
Oh, do you get a rash there? Do you get like a red rash, or is it just okay? That's good. At least
it was like slightly moist and hitting and gripping. And it was slightly uncomfortable. I didn't really care for it. And I'm like, fuck. So I think I prefer to have a little bit of that like fur, just a little. You gotta
have a little cushioning there.
Yeah, because it was like, you know how it is. Like if it's slick, it's like a wiener dog's stomach.
Yeah.
You know, you have a wiener, like a Dachshund, and he's laying on your stomach. Yeah, you have a little Dachshund, and he's laying on your stomach. I used to have a Dachshund when I was growing up, and he would sit on my chest and sleep. And like after a couple hours, I'd wake up, and I'd have to peel him off me, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, no, it's really smooth.
It was like that. So I'm hitting and it's like grip, and I don't like it. You know, so she was like, yeah, I didn't notice. I liked it. And I was like, oh, well, I need a little bit. I needed something there. Just
as long as you keep it groomed well and it's cut kind of short, but pubes are fine as long as it's not like wild, untamed masterpiece.
Untamed wild. Speaking of untamed, squid. Who cares about shave or shave? We all agree that nobody likes dirty balls. Now look, I have a weird opinion on this that no one agrees with. But like when a girl, like let's say you're hanging out and a girl showers and then she's ready to get, like she wants to shower, get like slick as hell and then ready to go ham. I kind of prefer it if like she showered earlier in the day and you lived life a little bit and then
you like a little musk.
And I mean a little, like 10% to where you get it, just you smell like a human.
Okay. And
that shit, dude, I don't know what it is, but like I'll like go down there and start eating some ass. And I'm like, dude, when I like just get that little bit, and when I tell Nick Ricada this, he always cringes. But I'm like, you don't understand. I'm not saying like I feel like people when they hear this, they think I mean like funk. No, I mean like a little tiny bit of just like of humany.
It smells natural,
dude. You could literally like hang a 500-pound weight on my like shaft, and it would not drop it.
Wow. Okay.
It's like like, dude, it's wild. And this is only just recently I've noticed this, like last year. I'm like, oh my God, bro.
I wonder if that has something to do with the pheromones of the girl. Like if it's specific to particular girls, or if it's because it's the same thing. Like if a guy has a little bit of a BO smell, but I'm into his smell, not like BO, but like, I don't know what the word is. It's a ripeness. It's you smell him through the deodorant, or like through, if it's someone that you're super into and super attracted to, that's like the best.
Yeah. And and they already doing it to me right now in the chat. I see it. Where is it at? Where's that motherfucker? Where is it at? It's right here. See, look, it's Enrico says, you like swamp ass. No, that's not what I'm saying, you motherfucker. I'm saying a little. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying I want to eat 5 slices of pizza. I just want like a pepperoni. That's what I'm saying, motherfucker. God, every time.
5 slices of pizza. You don't want all that cheese? No.
Just one little pepperoni that has a little bit of bite to it. Like that's all I need. And you guys are all fucking. You like people shitting on your face? No, it's not what I said. Not what I'm saying, dude. Yeah. The scent of a woman. It's just I can't explain it, man. I'll never forget this. It's this girl, and it was one of these times, you know. And she bent over, and her like ass is ungodly. It's just like it looks like it was created by AI. And her asshole's like white somehow. It's like
she
not
probably bleaches it.
yeah, it's shaved white and like just the slobber pocket is like just the greatest. it's like God crafted her like with his own hands, and he was like using special like fucking time. And she's like bent over, and I'm like go down there to get like my face in it, and like I like inhale.
Good.
I was like, oh my God, I can't it was like euphoric. I was like, oh my God, like my spirit like left my body.
It's like a clean butthole. Like she showered after she used the bathroom, so it's clean, but she walked around a bit for the day.
Yeah, like she went to
All
Walmart
right.
and she done her shopping.
Okay.
She got in a few altercations because there were some, dark people there. Now look, that's a joke, everybody. I made a video last week of like there was like 27 black people that got in a fight, and it was hilarious. It's a running joke. Come on.
Look, I got to say the same thing. I did it. We were playing GeoGuessr on my stream last night, and they drop you in random places and you have to guess where it is. It just came out. I wasn't even thinking about it. And I was like, what color are these people? Like you zoom in on whoever it is. You're like, what color are they, to find out where they're at? But someone would freak out about it. Someone would.
Look, there is racism and then there's just common sense.
That's all I'm saying.
And when I see an article headline, and it's just the article headline without any picture or thumbnail, it's just the article headline, and it says, man kills cousin over last chicken wing. I know the race, man.
It's also kind of like when they say woman screams at McDonald's, or not McDonald's employee, but like woman screams at Bed Bath & Beyond employee.
Oh, it's going to be a 50-year-old white lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of 100%. Course.
Yeah. Yeah.
It goes all the ways.
Yeah. So this is how it works. Aki Camelot never tried East Asian chick. If we smell that condition, needs to be East Asian. Wait, where is that? No, dude, I've been with Japanese girls, Laotian girls. I've been with South Korean. So yeah, I've been with Asian girls, man.
That's a good mix.
Yeah, and I'm not actually really into Asian girls, but they just matched with me, and I was like, I would dump a load.
Yeah,
and they were. I will say one thing, and because they were all like here for schooling, because there's a giant engineer school over here.
Gotcha.
And they were all here from schooling, and the Asian girls were easily the most laid back girls that have ever existed. They will come over and be like, I'll be like, you want to drink? And they're like, yeah. They'll just drink, and they're like, you want to, like, let's eat some snacks. And they're like, all right. And they just eat snacks, and they'll be like, we'll turn on. So I'll be like, what music they want, like, you like? And they'll like turn on, get my little thing, and they'll like look up YouTube videos, and it's like the coolest shit. It's like really, really lo-fi, like kind of like hip hop with no lyrics, just really lo-fi shit.
Is that the kind of stuff you like?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's relaxing. This isn't like lo-fi hip hop, but it's like Tame Impala. There's a lot of Tame Impala I fucking love. And they would just sit there, and they're just vibing, just fucking vibing. And then they're like, all right, take my pants off. I'm like, all right, cool. So like it was they were always the coolest girls, except for that this one girl came over. Now I've told this story before, obviously, so people in the chat will know. She was like 19. I was 28. So I get it, everybody. But I didn't care. She was 19, and she shows up. Coolest girl I ever met. She shows up and she's like, so I have like 1,000 snacks. So she like literally has a bucket of just snacks. And she's like, bro, I got all these snacks, bro. And I'm like, all right, cool. And she like sits down, and she's like, we're just drinking and eating snacks and stuff. And she's like looks over at me after like 2 hours of just watching some movie, and she's like, you want to fuck? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So we go, and like I was like, she's cool as fuck. So she leaves, and then like 3 days later, she's like, you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, sure. So she comes over, and she's over there, and then she's like, dude, I fucked up. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, while we had just got done smashing pistols, and she's like, bro, I fucked up. And I was like, what do you mean you fucked up? And she's like, so my boyfriend. And I'm like, what? So she's like, my boyfriend, yeah, he's like tripping balls, right? And he like begged for my location, and he said he wouldn't come here, but he just wanted to make sure I was safe. So he said, just in case I need it for an emergency. And for some reason, she's like, yeah, for some reason I told him, and now he's on his way here. And I'm like, fuck. So she gets her clothes on, and she sits on the couch, and I fucking sit over in the computer chair, and this dude comes over to my house, and he like walks him, and he's the same age as her. They're like, same age. And he like sits on my couch right next to me, and I'm in the computer chair, like, and he's like right here. And this dude starts crying.
Oh my God.
And he's like, dude, like, I'm just really worried she's going to cheat on me. And I'm just really, really worried about all. And she is over here. I shit you not. She's on the other side of the couch as small as she can be, like this, like on her phone, just like this, just trying to not listen. I don't know. And he was like in tears, like she's gonna cheat on me. And I was like, look, dude, this is not your first this is not going to be your last relationship.
Yeah.
I was like, you were like 19, 20. Don't worry about this shit. Try to have fun with your life. If some shit goes down, move on. Don't worry about it. You were so young, man. And he's like,
good advice.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, yeah, you're right. And I'm saying this because I already know how, I just had her bent over fucking 20 minutes ago, man. You know, fucking coming all over her face. So like, you know, he leaves, she leaves, she fucking like, she like texts me and she's like, bro, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, dude, it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm really laid back. And she's like, you know, like a week later, she's like, you want to hang out? And I'm like, yes. Because I was a shitty person back then. I'll admit it.
Wow.
I would never do that shit today. But like,
wow. Is that right after your divorce?
Yeah.
Okay.
And because I was almost punishing him because I felt like I was punishing myself.
Right.
Yes. That's what a therapist told me once.
Sounds right. Sounds smart.
But like probably 6 months ago, I saw like her post a picture and they were at like Disneyland and it was her and him. And I was just like, damn.
They're still together?
Yeah. And I'm like, man, I just balls deep that girl. And I'm sure she's still hanging. And she texted me like probably 8 months ago, actually. And she's like, bro, we should get together. And I'm like, bro, I'm not fucking doing that shit again.
Wow. She has no qualms. None.
Well,
she's with this guy for years and she's like cheating and just zero remorse, thoughts, nothing.
The issue is, man, is there's a study out there and people get mad at me when I bring this up. Because it's just because, you know, everybody's in a relationship, like, you know, not me, but most people in this chat is, you know, and 71% of men and 68% of women admit to cheating. And the word is admit, meaning it's probably a little bit higher than that.
I always knew that it was a really, really high percentage, but I didn't realize it was that high. Holy shit.
But what is the other percentage, Zia? 100% of people think they're not being cheated on.
True.
So that's why everybody gets mad when I bring it up. Yes, I can confirm to you right now that over the 120, 130 encounters I had on Tinder, at least 2 out of 3 girls had a boyfriend or a husband every time. Wow. Every single time. And they would, and usually they wouldn't say anything until after I fucked them, of course. Or they would say, yes, I'm married, but he is also doing this. And it's kind of a thing that we're going to.
It's just an understanding.
And then I learned after, of course, we hook up a couple of times that, oh, by the way, yeah, he found out and he's really pissed. And I'm like, what? You said he knew? And you know what I'm saying? That always happens. God.
This is my favorite thing too. You know, being online as a lady and doing what you do, doing what I do. The amount, if I post, and I don't even post that risque of photos on Twitter, by the way, like to me, they're so tame, especially compared to like, I have a group of OnlyFans friends who I'm, you know, part of, and we talk and commiserate and do the whole thing. And I follow all their stuff and they're posting like straight ass naked clips of them getting railed or like pussy clips, titties, whatever it is, which I'm cool with. Like, obviously I don't care at all. I don't post anything like that. Send me the study, Cody.
You and your bullshit, Elite. I'm tired of you. Every time I say this shit, I even tried to like whisper it because I was like, I will bring her into existence if I say this shit because I know she's waiting. I didn't even know she was in here, and I knew it. I was like, 71% of guys. She's like, bro, send me the study. I'm like, nah, see, I knew it was coming. Damn you, Helena.
I knew it was a very high percentage. Like I know it's a high percentage of people that admit to it, and the divorce rate's insanely high too.
Yeah.
Is my favorite thing though is, you know, I'll post a photo with cleavage or whatever it is, or I'll post a photo that's like not even, it's kind of like a sexy looking photo, I guess, but I'm not showing anything. Yeah. Like you can see like a hip kind of, and the amount of weirdos that come out of the woodwork being like, how could I ever trust a girl that posts stuff, thirst traps like this on the internet? And it's just like, you see a bunch of them like that. And it always makes me chuckle a little bit because I know the stats on cheating, and I know whether you have an OnlyFans or don't doesn't change whether you're going to cheat or not, first of all. Second of all, I've never cheated on the guy that I'm with. Like we've been together for 9 years, not once. Like not even come close, not even kiss someone, not even inappropriately message someone that he didn't know about. Like, so it's just my favorite when people comment that stuff because I have to have a chuckle. I'm like, all right.
Wait, so those boob pictures you sent me was totally cool.
Yeah, he said it was fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he took them.
That was a joke. But yeah, no, yeah. And like, I can believe it because when I was hooking up with girls, I'm pretty sure a few of them thought for some reason we were exclusive because I told one, I had a like argument with one, and which would mean I was cheating on all these girls, and I didn't think I was in a relationship with no one, but
You didn't know.
no,
How could they think you're in a relationship with someone if you never have a conversation saying, hey, we're in a relationship?
I told them before that I didn't do relationships. I'm like, look, I'm not doing a relationship, and they would still fucking do that bullshit. But no, anyways, so she texted me one day and she's like, what are you doing? This girl, and I hadn't talked to her in like 3 weeks. And we had just been hooking up a bunch. And she's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, no, nothing. And she's like, what are you doing tonight? And I'm like, oh, I'm hanging out with this girl. And she's like, what do you mean hanging out with this girl? And I'm like,
boy,
I'm hanging out with a girl. I don't know. She's this girl I know. And she's like, so we're not exclusive? And I was like, and I literally was like, LOL, no, what the fuck? Me? And then she blocked me. And I was like, what the fuck, bitch?
I don't understand. Like, but even back in my single days when I was in LA and I was dating around a bit, I never like expected when you're dating one guy, you wait until you have like, we had the conversation of, hey, I just want to be with you. This is a real thing. All right, cool. Yes, great. Like, you don't just assume that off the bat, especially when they tell you in the beginning, I don't want a relationship. What do people think?
They're wild, dude. It's just, I think it's, you know what it is? It's because girls, like, it's you know, it's growing up in the 90s, 80s, 90s, where we grew up, is girls think that they are the hot shit. Like, they're like, well, I have a great personality and great interest, and I'm really cool. So I could, like, I'm not like other girls. I'll go in there and I'll ride his dick, and he'll be great. And he'll be like, oh my God, I want to be a BB forever. And then, like, the guy doesn't respond that way because, unfortunately, she's just like every other girl.
Yeah, you're not special.
No, like,
you'll eventually find your weird person. It's cool. And then you can, you know, like sometimes you find someone that you click with, but expecting that out of every guy is retarded.
I've met 2 girls out of like the 120 so that I've like partied with. I've met 2 girls that were like individualistic and cool as fuck. And every other one was wine and Netflix. I'm like, what do you like? And they're like, I like watching TV. And I'm like, but like, what do you like? Do you like art? Do you like decorating? Like, kind of, I'm trying to throw out like girly stuff. Like, do you like interior design, or like, you know,
I've gotten into interior design since I bought a house.
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Dude, that's what happened. Trust me, I know.
I didn't realize.
No, but like, dude, I'm like, I like to build cars. You know, I like to crack open engines. I like to crack open transmissions. I you know, I'm currently building another race car. I racing this, and I also like art. I love writing music. I play guitar, bass, piano. Like, I love sitting down and fucking do. And they're just like fucking looking spaced. They can't. I mean, I like TV and movies, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then
you find out what the TV and movies are too, and then you're like,
it's The Office. Every time. God, I really like The Office. I always put it on when I'm going to bed. It helps me sleep. And I'm like, I hate you.
I've never seen The Office.
I'm just gonna dump a load and fucking leave.
That's why I think that's what it is. Like, I feel like there's something to be said for having, not like, you don't have to have a bad self-esteem. I don't think your self-esteem needs to be as bad as, like, you know, but I think there's something to be said for just like a healthy level of knowing your place in the world. Like, I think I'm a cool person. I'm a really nice person. I'm a very sweet person. I'm supportive of my friends and my family, and I'll be there for anyone that needs me. And I think, but I don't, you're not special.
Yeah. And
you'll be special to someone.
A lot of people will say no one is special at all. And I think there are a couple people that you meet that have had some kind of weird trauma that made them into who they are today. And I feel like I'm very different from other people because I say whatever fucks on my mind, and I have a lot of interests, and I have a lot of stuff that I like to do, and I fucking go for it. And every time I hang out with a girl, they're like tunnel visioned at me. Like, and they're like, you're so great, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely into dump loads. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and
at least you're honest. You tell them.
Right. But I have met like 2 girls that are fucking the coolest girls ever. They have real interest, real conversations. And I'm like, man, I would love to be around this girl more. And one of them moved away forever. So
always the way it goes.
There's a couple of them. And you know what's funny? This isn't IRL, but so many girls I meet through like content creation are that girl. because obviously I feel like you have to be able to get into content creation successfully.
There's got to be something wrong with you. I feel like there's something. I was actually having this conversation with another content creator friend of mine, and we were talking about it. It's like, what is it inside of us that draws us to this? Like, I want to entertain people. I want the attention on me. Like, I want this. And then we start to get into your past, and you're like, oh, well, because I was ignored as a child, and my parents had a fucked up marriage. Like, whatever it is, like whatever that. It's sort of the same thing with comedians. They always had some really fucked up life, and that's why they get into comedy. Like 99% of the time.
Yeah, it's like Melanie Mack. So I've had her on my show twice, and it's always such a great show. And we almost agree on nothing, but we have a great show.
Yeah.
And we talk for like an hour after the show, like just in the little back room. We're just talking about nonsense for an hour. And I'm like, dude, she's fucking cool as fuck. And like, we don't have the same even kind of belief structure at all. Not even in the same universe, right?
Yeah.
But she's weird and individualistic, and it's obvious as to why she has hundreds of thousands of subs on YouTube. It's because she's fucking weird, and she has her own vibe. Where every other girl that I hang out with, it's just they're the same girl over and over again. And it's like, and why is half of them nurses? I fucking know why they're always nurses.
I feel like it's because it's an easy thing to go into. Not an easy thing to go into. Don't get me wrong. Like, it takes a lot of work. I thought about it for a second. My aunt was like, no. When I was going through like shit before I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do with my life, and I was working at a gym still, and a bed and breakfast, I was talking to my aunt. She was a nurse, and she's like, don't do it, dude. She's like, it's tough. It sucks.
I don't think you have to be super smart, but you have to be super dedicated.
Yeah, you got to be very dedicated.
You got to be committed, because like you got to do clinical trials, and that shit's like, it's like thousands of hours of clinical. You're like, oh fuck that, ain't it? You getting paid? Nope. Oh shit. Wow, that's really bad. Speaking of getting paid, Kevin Hunt's my boy. Look how attractive he is. He says it ain't gay if it's a three-way. Want to have a three-way, and maybe me and Camel and accidentally touched the D's. Yes, and also speaking on that, I did something like that with a guy once. And it was a girl. It was a two guys girl, and I was one of the guys.
Devil's three-way.
Yeah, and yeah, he went to slap her ass, and we were like, kind of the way we were positioned, he slapped my ass instead. And then
did you like it?
No, but it was funny. So me and him both laughed our asses off, like as the smack. It was funny. I didn't really care for it though. The whole experience, to be honest. I've been with two girls, and it was fucking way cooler.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I didn't. I just hit from behind, and they're just making out. I'm like, this is great. And I'll just switch. Go to the next one.
That sounds fun.
Love you, Kevin. I appreciate you so much. Real quick, tell people where they can follow you and speak to chat for just 2 seconds while I pee, because I'm about to die.
Oh, good. We'll switch.
We're gonna make you big, so your booby's even bigger. Yeah.
Oh no, don't look at my face, anyone. I can't see chat, so I don't know what anyone is saying, unfortunately, because I just have the two of us up. I think there's a way to put chat up, but I don't have that. I'm so sorry. But hello, everybody. If you like me for any reason, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at XIA_land. It's XIA_LAND. And then I also have a Twitch, YouTube, and OnlyFans, which I'm on regularly, mostly on all three. Zealand there, XIALAND. And I think you can just probably search Zealand and find everything. Now I feel bad because I can't see chat and I don't know what to talk about other than the fact that when Cody gets back, I also have to pee. Oh, do you guys want to see my hairy beaver? This was a gift. I've never been to Buc-ee's in my entire life, but someone sent me, just a lovely gem of a human, has sent me now 3 boxes of Buc-ee's. We don't have Buc-ee's in New Jersey. We definitely don't have Buc-ee's in Hawaii. And I know that there's like sort of a southern Midwest kind of a thing that's around more. I'm fucking obsessed. I still haven't even been to one in person. I know they also have like brisket sandwiches. They have tacos, burritos. They've got all kinds of like actual hot food and stuff, but they have beef jerky that is like, obsessed with Buc-ee's, and like a bunch of different kinds of snacks. Beaver nuggets. Holy crap. If you've never had a beaver nugget, and I think that you can order Buc-ee's online, I'm pretty sure. So you can like get Buc-ee's delivered to you. I highly recommend it because their snacks are awesome. I'm just giving a Buc-ee's ad.
Dude, every time I go to a race, I stop at a Buc-ee's. And
dude, they're the greatest things in the world.
Dude, they're the pulled pork sandwiches. And it's not because I think people are like, well, it's a novelty. It's this big place. Blah, blah. No, dude.
No, it's awesome.
It's like a gas station on steroids, and they have fresh food. of every sort. They have like these potato chips, freshly made. They have French fries, hot dogs. They got literally everything you can think of, plus all
Jerky.
the sweets. They got everything, and also they have
obsessed with beef
pork.
jerky.
They have briskets, all like freshly made in front of you. Whew, it's so good, and it's like, oh my god, they're macadamia nuts. Oh my god, about kills me. By the way, Billy said, how far are we from Five Milk? We are like 384 from Five Milk. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, we already hit Naked Snake, bro. That was fast. They didn't even play around today. Went too hard. Everybody went too. There's like 50 freaking. There's 5 pink boys, 1 red boy, and that's Mr. Jerkoff Juggernaut. Appreciate you again. Dude, freaking crazy as hell. Yeah, dude. It's been a wild ass time. So I can't. You've been. I don't. Yeah. Have you ever released your age?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
I haven't. I don't know why it's such a thing. It shouldn't be, but it's just, as a girl on the internet, I can't help it. I'm like terrified of the question. It scares me.
That's because if you say the wrong thing, everybody will be like, whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, no, it's crazy. I've had people come into my YouTube before and being like, in 5 years, when you hit the wall, no one's going to watch your stuff anymore.
I think you're 25. That's pretty cool, I guess.
I love them.
Yeah, that's great. Shit, I'm not even close. I'm fucking old. I'm 33.
I don't think 33 is old.
Not for a guy, of course not. I
was gonna say, and you're a guy. You're just gonna age like fine wine. You're just gonna get better with age. Although I will say, there are some. Have you fucking seen Elizabeth Hurley? I want the number for her surgeon.
I forget. I know who that is, but I forget it. Hold on,
dude. She's like 56 or something like that.
I saw a picture of her the other day.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, dude. Yeah, she looks great, and her body looks good.
Her body looks awesome.
Like, it looks like not bad at all. She looks like she's like 30 in shape.
Yeah, I want to know who did her facelift, because I'm starting to save right now.
Yeah, see, there's parts of me that's like, you know what? I kind of want to get Botox, but I also kind of like my small crow's feet and these little wrinkles under my eyes, and I kind of like my forehead wrinkles now. And I'm like,
guys look good with wrinkles.
I kind of don't want to lose this.
No, I don't think you need it. I'm also like being a weird baby about Botox. I just need to fucking suck it up and do it. I don't know why I keep freaking out and worrying like that. I'm not going to be able to move my face. And like, I have so many friends that are like, dude, look, I move my face. I look normal. Friends that I didn't even know had it that are like, I have Botox. It's not a big deal. Like, I'm being such a baby about it. Yeah. So a girl I was training, she, her forehead wrinkles are like worse than mine. Oh. And she's like 28. Oh. So one day she's like, fuck it, and get Botox. I'm like, all right, cool. And I see her 3 days later, and she walks in and she looks like a goddess. And I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, and when she tries to look surprised, it still works. So she can still move. It's just not exaggerated. It's like, it doesn't go up like 50 fucking feet, I guess. And it doesn't, and I didn't even notice that she had Botox, and it looks so good. And I'm like, holy shit, that's pretty good. Like, that's like, just don't go overboard, but it completely nuked her forehead wrinkle. They're gone. They don't even exist anymore. Okay. Yeah. I need to just suck it up and do it. I don't really have forehead wrinkles at all. I guess I don't move my forehead that much. So it's not like that crazy, but I would like to do just a little around the eyes here, maybe a tiny bit up here preventatively, but I'm being a baby about it. I get like laser treat. Well, I've gotten a couple of laser treatment. I did IPL and then I did microneedling just because I'm like a psycho about taking care of my skin. Yeah. But I haven't done anything else. Beer Lamb says, please thank your guest for showing her hairy beaver. Do you do like vagina shots on OnlyFans? I honestly have sort of barely been dipping my toes into that a little bit. It's weird. Like, it's such a, and I know I'm not weird about my body, but it's been something that I've slowly been with OnlyFans. I've very slowly been wading my way in a little bit and just kind of a little here, a little bit there. Like, I don't post anything on the wall and I'm just dipping my toes in a little bit, showing more like through see-through shot thongs and sets and things like that. Yeah, there's that trend on for some reason on TikTok that doesn't get people banned, where those girls just stand there and like they're naked under like a robe that's like see-through, and you can just see their badge lips like hanging down, flooping. I've been seeing that everywhere. Banned. Like, this is like a kid's app. I know.
It's just labias for days. That you could try that. That'd be good for OnlyFans.
You know what? That's a good idea. No. See, I don't post that kind of stuff on social media.
Yeah.
Not that I'm against people who do. I just I don't know. Maybe I don't have thick enough skin for it.
Yeah, I had so I announced it on Nick Ricado's stream like 2 weeks ago. But I was giving a girl, I'm looking for an excuse to say back beans, but I was giving this girl the beans. Right? And, I don't know where this started. I was giving this chick the beans from the back, and the lighting was nice and it was warm. And I was like, bro, like, this looks awesome. This looks fucking great. So I was like, do you mind if like I get a short video like of this? I'll send it to you and we'll just like be cool. And she's really, she's like, yeah, fuck, dude, do it. Yeah, hell yeah. And I was like, all right. Cool. So I did it, and I was like, man, this looks great. So I sent it to her, and she's like, look, watching it over and over, and she's like, holy shit, my ass is looking great. I'm like, yeah, dude, it looks great. And I was like, and so I messaged her like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, dude, like, would you give a fuck if I like posted this anonymously? And she's like, no, I don't care at all. And I was like, all right, cool. So
she doesn't have any tattoos or anything, then yeah.
Yeah, no.
Fuck it.
And she has like a son, but you can't see them in the video. And like it was super discreet, and I took a screenshot of the consent, obviously. Just kidding. But I posted that bullshit on a random site, and I was like, and I announced it on his stream, and no one's found it. Pretty impressive, actually. I named it something random.
So impressive.
I named it something really random, and Dick Masterson was like, "Why would you do that?" And I was like, "Because I'm just fucking tired, Dick. I'm tired, and I'm fucking bored." And he was like, "You know what? That's a great answer. I like that answer." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just tired, man. Tired." Like,
so all those guys could see your penis naked, but they would never know it's you.
Yeah. And I was just balls deep in the chick. It's funny. It's a great video. Speaking of balls deep in a chick, Kevin Hunt. Oh my God! Look at this man. What a god amongst men. Says, Zia, if you're worried about wrinklies, have you thought about chopping your teeth off and being a dude and just smoking a cigar?
Man, I didn't even think about that as an option. I fucked up. I just got these.
Yeah, what do you like? You're like 5'2", right?
Yeah, I'm so small.
Oh, yeah, you can't. So look, if you were like 5'9", you might be able to transition. Like look at Elliot Page.
Yeah.
Like fucking 4'11" and got like
I know
stickly thinny, like so skinny, like a little skeleton, and then got giant retarded looking fucking huge ab implants that look so silly. The silliest shit I've ever seen.
Get on some tea and work out. I don't understand that.
You would have to
some protein.
Just get on some heavy ass steroids as a girl to get like fucking like some bit to get huge. Dude, I've seen trans men that like have been on gear for years and have transitioned and look like legit.
Have you seen Buck Angel?
Yeah, Buck Angel is like a good example. And I've seen even better examples than Buck Angel.
Yeah, it's wild. I've definitely seen some good ones too, where I'd be tricked if I didn't see a vagina down there. I also have to pee really quick. I will be right back.
Buck Angel porn's wild. Fuck.
Dude, it freaks me out watching that. Because my brain's so confused. I'm watching it and I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. Squid! Zia is between the ages of 28 and 32. My rationale is that unless you're with your high school sweetheart, a 9-year relationship puts you around that age. Maybe. I mean, she could have got together when they were 18, which would put her at what, 26, 27? Right? So that sounds about right. Your detective skills are working in your favor. 290 till Fat Milk. Thank you, Squid. I love you. I appreciate you. Johan Noxos. We know you're the king of manlets. We get it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Look, I'm 5'11". Okay. 5'11". Thank God. For real. Thank God. I'm 5'11". God, if I was any shorter, I don't know what I'd do. Some guy is like trying to troll on my Twitter, and he's like, 5'11", bro. I stood next to you, and I know you're not. And I'm like, for one, I'm literally 5'11". And two, like there's a picture of me and Nick Ricada. He's 6'2", I'm 5'11", and we're like it's like this. You know, like, you know, it's not like him with Tim Pool when he was like Tim Pool's like foot shorter than Nick Ricada, right? Lies more like 4'11". What's up, bitch? Thank you, Ohana. Appreciate you. That was fast as fuck. How'd you pee that fast, dude?
I pee super fast. I also have a confession to make, and I get slammed for this on my Twitch channel all the time. There's gonna be so many comments of people being like, "Oh, it's gross." I don't wash my hands when I pee at home. Every time I pee in a public restroom, I do, but if I pee at home, I don't.
I don't give a fuck.
Thank God. I don't get pee on my hands. Like if I do, I'll wash them, but I use toilet paper. I'm not an animal.
I don't unless like I have extenuating circumstances. I had hot wings just now, or I'm about to have hot wings.
Okay. Yes.
Because then I don't want my dick skinners on the wings.
Absolutely.
Other than that, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, if before I also wash my hands before I cook, but like I don't know. I just pee really quick and I come back. My hands are dry. It's fine.
I don't wash my hands when I race. Like when I'm racing for a race weekend, because I'm pissing like sometimes I won't piss all day because it's so hot outside, and I'm taking it. I had to take like IV. I have to do IVs. Because it'll be like 95 degrees and I'm in a car for 3 hours and it's 140 degrees.
Jesus Christ.
So I'll just, in between sessions, I'll do an IV.
Right.
And it'll make me fucking, but I'll still not have to piss like until like 8 o'clock at night. And then I finally piss. But I'm wearing gloves all day and I'm in a hurry and I don't give a fuck. And I'm about to put some gloves right back on in 2 seconds. So, I just don't care. And then once I leave the racetrack, I go to a gas station and wash my hands and my face like immediately.
Yeah. That seems super reasonable. Yeah. I don't know. If I'm in a public restroom because it's gross and it's other people's, duty particles, I will, but I'm not going to do it like
duty particles.
Duty. I don't even keep my toothbrush in my toilet. I mean, my bathroom.
Well, I would hope not. Samantha Bullock says it's been a sucky day. Justin had a choice to be laid off for a few months or go to Utah, and his Jeep just broke down. What the fuck? And headlights went out. What the fuck is happening, Samantha? Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, baby. She going through the hell. She's going through the hell right now. That's wild as hell. Well, I hope everything gets figured out. Tell him he's in my thoughts because he's a good dude. I met him. He's cool. So hell yeah. God, right when I'm about to try to talk about a different subject matter, Kevin Hunt. Bro, oh my God. Dude, I've done this so many times. He said, have you ever diarrhea, shitted, and puked at the same time? I feel like I got gangbanged. Yes. I have been so sick. Brutal. I've been so sick where I had just let liquid. So I'm like sitting down and I'm like liquid shitting. And it's like uncomfortable because like if you're scared, if you even let go your sphincter like too much, you'll just fly off the fucking thing. But like you just shit. And then like you can barely sit up because you have to throw up so bad. And then you try to flush the toilet and then you turn over as fast as you can. And you like your face is in the toilet and it's just like shit smell. And you're just like, oh, it's awful. It's fucking awful.
Okay, I've never had that happen to me. Thank God. Please, for the love of Jesus, never make me that sick. And I've had stomach flus before, but not at the same time, that whole thing. Jesus Christ.
I've had it happen like twice.
Whew, that's a bad one. That's like you had fucking salmonella or something.
It was rough, dude. There was one of them came when I tried to outdrink this girl and she wrecked my ass.
Was she small?
No, dude, she was like 5'9", blonde, white, and kind of stacked.
All right, so she was like an Amazon woman, kind of
like probably like 140, a good 140 though. She wasn't fat at all.
Well, at 5'9", 140 is not bad.
Yeah, she looked good, and she was like, "Hey, bro, I bet I can outdrink you," and I'm like, "Bitch." So she pulls out some brandy, and we start taking shots of brandy, and we're just taking fucking shots, right? And we're watching Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring extended edition.
That's the only way. If you're not watching extended edition, I'm not fucking watching it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. The other ones are so fast paced. It's weird. It's like they're walking and all of a sudden they're at fucking Helm's Deep. You're like, what the fuck just happened? So, anyways, so we're watching it and we're just taking shots, right? And then all of a sudden, it's like almost the end of Two Towers. Like it's like 7 hours later. And I'm like, oh God, what's going on? And then she's like, let's go to bed. And I'm like, okay. And this is the first time I ever hung out with her, by the way. And she takes me to bed and I'm blacking in and out. And all I see was like titties. And like, I'm just fighting for my fucking life.
And she's on top of you?
Yeah. And I don't know how I was staying alive.
She got you drunk and took advantage of you. She's like, if I get him wasted enough.
Yeah. And then like we hooked up again and God, it was a really weird time, a tumultuous time, where I was hooking up with so many girls and I couldn't keep track of who was like on birth control.
Oh no.
Which what made me think of that is this was one of those times with that girl. And like, we hung out again, like 2 days later and I was sober this time. I had like 1 or 2 shots and, I'm like back being in her, of course. And, I'm going hard. I'm into it and I'm just like, woo, let's go. And I just fucking oat milk cream pie her ass.
Nice.
And I'm like, ooh, yeah. And she like, her legs were shaking. It was great. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then she was like, wait. And I was like, what? And she's like, did you just fill me up, bro? And I'm like,
oh no.
Yeah. And she's like, bro, that's fucked up. I'm not even on birth control. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I must have got you mixed up. And she was like laughing. She's like, dude, it's totally cool, but holy shit, you are crazy as fuck, motherfucker. And like we like fist bumped. It was funny. She was really cool.
I mean, with that kind of stuff, I know the morning after pill is pretty great if you just take it the next day. I've only ever had to take it twice just to be on the safe side because I was so paranoid.
Yeah.
And it was like I was always on birth control from the time I was like 16. And then I went off of it because it was fucking me up really bad. And so for like a couple of times, I was freaking out. I just, like the whole idea of getting pregnant scared the absolute shit out of me. So I took it twice just to be on the safe side. But I think it's pretty legit, right? Like it works pretty well. If you take it the next day, you're good.
There's like a couple girls that did it. But yeah, it was, that's probably why she got married. And she's been married for like 6 years now because she was cool as fuck. Like I had done the ultimate like wronging. I was shitty of me. I just don't know why. I just didn't like it. I thought she was one of the girls that said, anyways. So, and she just was like fist bumped me. And she's like, "You're wild, bro." Like,
you're wild. Bro.
She was like, "You're wild, you crazy motherfucker," and like fist bumped me, and it was hilarious. And it was
her husband now scored.
Yeah, and then we just eventually stopped talking, and and she was a beautiful girl, but I wasn't capable of being in a relationship. And yeah, so she got married, and now she's happily married, and I'm like, that dude scored. She's a cool chick.
Yeah, good for her.
She was kind of basic, but she's cool.
Yeah, basic can still be cool.
Yeah.
Do you think you ever want to be in a relationship again, or you're cool just doing this for a while?
I have girls that I hang out with a lot, and that I really care about. A few girls. But I have this worry that if I go that route, it'll fuck up everything. So,
gotcha.
When
like if you put expectations.
If I'm scared I'll like lose everything because I don't know how I'll react because I started racing. I do YouTube. This is all after my wife had left. I did all this shit on my own. Like I started YouTube. I created all this. I started racing. I met people, networked, raced for a team. Now I raced. No one did this for me. Like I did all this for me fucking doing the thing. And I'm afraid that if I bring somebody into it, it'll divert my attention and fuck everything up.
Gotcha.
So, I'm not super against it anymore. I used to be like vehemently like a girl would sit on my face and then like I'd fucking blow everywhere and she'd be like, so what are we? I'd be like, you can fucking leave. I'm not talking.
We are, you can get out.
But now I'll like dump a load in chick and she'll like fall asleep and I'll kind of like snuggle her a little and I'm like, I don't know if this will be that bad. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of stuff happens all the time.
Okay.
So, but it used to be vehemently.
like you're like, get the fuck out. I don't even want to see your face anymore.
Yeah, so that's just how how it's been. Johan says old fisherman's trick for sore infected hands: urinate on them, antiseptic.
Same thing if you get a jellyfish sting, you pee on it.
Yeah, same thing if you're wanting to get off, just pee on it.
Just pee on it. There you go. That's what I keep saying. I've been saying that for years.
Please call me. K-Jab says, I'm around 5'5" and I'm screwed. Can't confirm rip. At least I can play a few metal riffs. Hell yeah, dude. I was playing guitar like at noon today. I broke out my old ESP Eclipse Japanese standard and was just ripping drop D fucking metalcore shit. And I was like, man, I miss this shit. That guitar is built for metalcore. I don't know what the hell it is. Something weird about it.
Play on YouTube, like record some videos and put them up. I mean, if
YouTube shit.
Yeah, why not?
I have like a bunch of videos on YouTube that are unlisted that I killed years ago. But now, yeah, I figured out like I feel like I'm pretty good at guitar, but like people are just getting better and better, faster and faster. There's people that are so good, it's unbelievable.
I feel the same. Like I used to be a drummer. I feel the same way about drumming. I watch these kids sometimes drum and I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I would look like such an idiot if I tried to, like, I haven't played in years too. So I'd be rusty as fuck. My fills would be terrible. There's no double bass. Don't even ask me. So it's like one of those things where you watch them and it's absolutely obscene. You see these kids that are like 7 or 8 years old just ripping. It's insane. Yeah.
Guitar is my preferred instrument. Piano second. I love playing drums, although I'm not super versed at drums. Double bass is my shit on drums. I'll rip out some double bass, just real clean double bass, but everything else is just trash.
Yeah, no, same. It's been
Thank you.
it's too long.
Swamp Goon says bust out some KSC. That's exactly what I did. I played like the normal shit, like my chorus and what's the Reject Yourself, but it was in drop D. And then I of course played some Lamb of God because you got to play some Lamb of God.
I need to listen to a bit more Kill Switch Engage. I never listened to a lot of their stuff, and I don't really know why.
Howard Jones Kill Switch Engage is fucking goated.
All right, I
don't really care for Jesse Leach, even though I'd love This Is My Last Serenade. That's a good song. Okay. But like every album with Howard Jones is like fucking legendary.
All right, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole because I haven't really listened to a lot of new music that I've liked. It's been a long time since I found a new band that I'm into.
Yeah, so you posted
so rarely.
Your Spotify fucking sound, like your list, and it was Coheed, and I was like, oh, I want to show you mine, but then it feels like it feels like fake. Like
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Yeah, I felt like I was scared. You're like, man, he just like made this shit up just to like make it look like he wants to dick me down because it was literally just Coheed the whole thing. And I'm like, bro, we are Coheed bros.
I love Coheed. I discovered Coheed when I was like, I don't know, 12 or 13 or 14, maybe actually, because my dad raised me on it. My dad's a metal drummer and he raised me on a lot of metal music. And so I grew up with that kind of music. I love it. My sister didn't get into it for whatever reason, but that was my shit.
Well,
and
she
so
was busy with the meth, man.
She was busy with meth. And then so when I started I would start finding my own bands that I was into and I would show my dad. And I didn't go too far down the like kind of emo-y route. Like some people will mention emo bands that I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck that is, but Coheed and Cambria, fucking love them. I got into AFI, The Used, and then what was the other sort of emo? I don't know if this really counts as emo. Yes.
I love that song, dude.
Oh man, I got to see The Used and Coheed when they were touring together not that long ago. They're fucking great. They're both awesome live. It was so cool.
Dude, Coheed, they keep like every fucking 6 months they come to, I think it's called the Mars. It's like right down the road from my house.
God, I'm so jealous of you.
I'll never forget that shit. I was like carousing like Facebook or something or YouTube on my phone, and I was like doing some bench press at the gym, and it was like Coheed tour dates, and it said Alabama, and I was like, what is this? And I clicked at it, and it said Huntsville, Alabama, and I was like, what? And it was like in 3 days. It was 3 days away, and I was like, bro, I'm going, and I just literally drive 3 minutes and then just walk in. I'm like, what's up?
And they had tickets? Like you were able to get tickets for 3 days out?
Yeah. And I thought, dude, it was great. It was awesome, dude. God,
they're really good.
Yeah.
I recently saw Maiden, but I had to get tickets, or there was a gift, tickets a year in advance. Yeah, Iron Maiden. It was my first time seeing them. I've never seen such an amazing show.
That would be hard because Bruce Dickinson's like 70 and he's still like fucking
dude.
How does he 2 minutes? Like, how's he still doing shit? And the young boy in the woods. Yeah.
Nico McBrain too. Watching that guy drum, holy motherfucking fuck!
These I don't know. Old.
Yeah, they're all in their They're all like late 60s to early 70s.
It's still like the same. Like they're still that good. It's weird. It's because most bands they get there, it's rough.
Yeah, no, it was, I'm so happy I got the chance, and it was a legacy tour. So they played all the hits, which is great for me because that was my first time seeing them. So I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. They played a couple songs off their new album. But yeah, it was and watching him sing like nothing and run around, and fight the giant,
he's just fucking running.
Giant Eddie. Yeah, he had flamethrowers in his sleeves. Like it was the best show I've ever seen, hands down.
Yeah, dude, it's brutal. Yeah, I love them, dude. I love Iron Maiden. Who else? There's a lot of people I want to see, but I just can't get around to it. I was gonna go to see Hammerfall in Denver, and my race schedule is fucking filled to the brim, and I'm third in points, which means I can't miss a race. And I was like, man, I could probably miss one or two, and then I started doing like too well. They're like,
they're like, actually, no.
We just have like there's like too many. I have like 3 top 5s, and the points positions just really, really working out because like the first race, this one guy just hit the wall head on and didn't even race. So like, and he's like one of the top guys that wins half the time. So he's like still behind me in points because he couldn't race. And so now I can't miss a goddamn race. And I'm supposed to. There's
something to be said for being mediocre, Cody.
Thank you. I appreciate that. How could you do this to me? Gabriel Knight says, I got sick off of oysters once and woke up in the middle of the night at a friend's house to puke. I was also drunk and got lost away to the bathroom and accidentally puked all over the kitchen. Good times. Damn, Gabriel.
That's amazing.
Damn, Gabriel. GRP says we want to see Zia play with her bongos. Hell yeah.
Oh, these bongos. Sorry.
Agreed. Yeah. Are they like hard? Or are they like soft and
No,
cuddly?
they're super soft and squishy already. Like they're very nice, and it's hard to see in this bra because it's a push-up bra. But like without the bra, they're all jiggly. And like I didn't know what to expect when I got them because I didn't know. But when they start, they're very hard at first because they're super swollen and like shoved under the muscle, and the muscle and the skin is all tight on it, and they look really weird and goofy, and it takes months for them to relax. But I'm about 2 months now actually coming up on 3 months, and they feel, to me, they just feel like regular boobs.
Interesting.
They're just like squishy.
Yes. How many cc's did you go with?
325.
325.
So I went from a 32B to a 32 double D.
Damn.
So I got about 3 cup sizes per 100 cc's ish or so.
Yeah. I've had a friend that was wanting to do 250 or something, I think, because they don't want it. They want to kind of keep it. They kind of want it to be a little bit smaller, but still like bigger.
That's what I went in for. I told him, I was like, look, I don't want them to be too small, but I don't want them to be too big. I want them to look as natural as you can get them looking. Yeah. And he did so good.
Oh yeah. Speaking of doing really good, we'll keep it bad. Ever thought about getting Phil from All That Remains? He gets a little political, but seems like a super cool dude. I should have Phil from All That Remains on the show, hopefully soon. Yes. The negotiations have started, thank God. Thank you, We'll Keep It Bad. Love All That Remains.
I got excited when he followed me on Twitter. I was like,
because the titties.
Whatever. He still followed.
He hasn't followed me yet. Oh,
Jamie Jasta also followed me, and I was like, yes.
Did you see the video of me playing Coheed on my red ass Ibanez? Because you named the song.
You did. I'm pretty. Yeah. It was Welcome Home.
Yeah, I said name the song, and you commented on it. Yeah, dude, I was real drunk, and I was watching. I went to see Bring Me the Horizon, and I was real drunk, and the guitarist for the opening band, Knocked Loose, I think their name is. He had a fucking an Ibanez Iceman, and I love those guitars. And I was like, well, shit. Like I was like, fucking, I think I was 3 Jack and Cokes double shot each in. So I'm tripping balls, and I'm like, man, I want a fucking Ibanez Iceman. So I get on eBay, and I'm drunk, so I'm scrolling out through eBay, and I see a Japanese, I think it was a 78. Yeah, I think it's a 78 or 91. Anyways, I think it was a 78 Japanese PS10. It's an Ibanez. They're not even called Icemans. They're called PS10s because it was a Paul Stanley like custom guitar. And I bought that shit. So I made an offer on it because it said make offer. And I made an offer. And I was drunk. And then I just fucking put my phone away and watched the concert. I went home, and then the next day I woke up hungover as shit. And I like opened my phone, and it was like, your offer was accepted. Pay now. And I was like, fuck, bro.
Drunk Cody fucked you.
Yeah, and it was expensive, man. And
oh no,
this is the only one in the world in the finish it's in. There's only one.
I mean, it's cool that you have it now, though. It can probably only go up in value, right?
And it sounds and plays like a monster. It's great guitar. It's unbelievable. But yeah, that's the guitar I used in that video when I was playing Welcome Home. And dude, those pinch harmonics are just wheedly deedly on that guitar. They are so beautiful.
See, now, but Cody, if you create content on YouTube and stuff, you can use that as a tax write-off.
Yes,
you bought it for content.
Yes, that's true. I should do that.
It out there.
I should just put it. I should have an outro video, and it's just me like I'd write a song, and it's like a 20-second excerpt of just me playing some shit, whittly diddly, and just put it as my outro. Tax write-off. Every video, tax write-off. There you go. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. It doesn't matter whether it's natural field or artificial turf. You can still play ball, boys.
I love it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have to be honest with you, because you're my boy. I'm not partial to like fake boobs.
Yeah, you told me that last time. You said you like smaller boobs with like smaller natural boobs with like a bigger lower body. You like Mewtwo. Yeah, you said that's Mewtwo. Like your perfect. Yes, I remember that.
You remember, yes.
Yeah.
And I love like when girls have a really pinched waist, big asses, and they wear those crop top shirts that come right down to the bottom of their boobs. Right here. And it's loosely fitted, and their boobs kind of lifted up slightly. And they have like bees, maybe like smaller bees, bro. That like gets me turned.
Interesting. Okay. I like it. That's a very specific thing. But you know what? I see where you're coming from because I've seen that before on like Instagram and shit. And it is very hot.
It's like rocker chick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also, I've had some big old boobies in my face, and I like,
boobs are boobs. They're all good.
I hooked up with this girl once, and she was pregnant. She was pregnant, and her boobs were like ginormous.
How pregnant are we talking?
Like, come on, 2 months, 2 months, and they were hitting me in the fucking face, and they were like squirting all over me and shit. It was crazy. I'd never had that happen, and I've never had that happen since.
Squirting milk?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Fucking crazy.
Did you like it?
No, it scared me. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, but I didn't say anything. I just kept railing, but it's kind of scary.
My stepmom used to do that when she was pregnant with my little brother, but on purpose. She would squeeze her milk all over the car or like at my dad sometimes, and she thought it was hilarious.
Oh my!
She would laugh hysterically. It was so
cool. Could you imagine being like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" Like, like that's like actually the coolest fucking thing. That must have been the funnest shit.
Oh, my stepmom is great because she was bipolar. So sometimes she was like the coolest, sweetest, most fun, awesome woman in the world. And then sometimes she was like throwing dishes and you didn't know what you were going to get. And so it was very much like when you got that, you're like, oh yeah, we got fun, Dee Dee. This is great. And then sometimes you were like, oh, fuck, I didn't wash the bowl right. And now it's broken on the floor.
That's funny as hell. Oh my God. Yeah, but no, it's wild, man. It's wild. Christian Wolf says, I've been with a chick who had hers done at a top clinic in Santa Barbara, and I literally couldn't tell until she told me they can do magic these days. Christian Wolf, man. See, that's the thing is like, I feel like, thank you, Christian, by the way. I feel like if I met a girl and she had like kind of fat titties, like not too big, but kind of fat titties, and she never told me, that like, how would I, like, wouldn't that like disprove my preference?
Kinda. It's interesting. There's definitely been, I'm in a boob group on Facebook. It's my favorite group. I love it. It's where everybody, you obviously have to censor everything. So you have to censor the nipples, but girls share like their journey of this is what it looks like 2 weeks post-op. This is 4 weeks. Hey, does this look normal? I got this many cc's. I weigh this much. It's a great group. So I spend a lot of time looking at it. And the amount of girls that say like, yeah, I met my boyfriend with my boobs and he had no idea and was so surprised when I told him that I had them done. Like they definitely, it's true. The work has gotten so good and they have that new cohesive gel implant, which is what I got, that it's just like, it's this soft, squishy, then they put it under the muscle, which then like hides it better. So like you lose some size with it, you lose a little bit of cc's, but you gain like a more natural looking breast and like they fall into this natural tear. It's wild. It's wild what they do.
Yeah. I remember you. I don't know. You probably remember. You remember the fucking you too. You remember this? I texted you and this girl I was training was like, she was like, hey, can you? I showed her because she was like, she was considering getting boobs, and I was like, well, Zia got some boobs here. Let's take it out. And she was like, hey, can you tell her to send me or send you pictures of boobs so I can see them? And I was like, no, fuck. Doing that? And she's like, no, just tell her your friend wants to see. And I was like, yeah, that'll definitely work.
That doesn't sound like a line at all. No, really, it's for my friend. I swear, she just wants to see a boob job.
Yeah,
and that was so funny.
And she joined that bus mob group.
Did she? Good. Yeah. Okay, it's so helpful.
Yeah, and that's all she talks about is like the different processes, and I'm just like, whatever, dude.
It is. It's a crazy process. I didn't realize until I started researching. And then I talked to my surgeon, and my surgeon does such great work. I love him so much. He did such a phenomenal job. But yeah, it's crazy because they look like some girls get that like high up Franken boob where they sit like this, but without a push-up bra. And they're like kind of square looking.
Yeah.
Because when you put it under the muscle and under the skin, everything, it hasn't like relaxed to accommodate the implant. So it's like squishing them all tight and weird under your muscle and shit. So it looks fucking crazy for a while. Mine didn't get that high square look, but they were very cone shaped. So they were like, I had cone titties for like a month. It was real weird. But then once they relax, they like round out at the bottom and then drop down and look more like boobs. But it takes months.
I feel like there'd be something psychological around that. Like you would be like, if you didn't know any better, or maybe even if you did, you'd be like fucking like having buyer's remorse or something.
Oh, that happens to every single girl. They all say that. And mine, I had a little bit of it, but I knew what to expect. So every girl is like, oh, they go through a period of time where they're kind of depressed or they think they fucked up. And then they're like, at 6 months or 3 months or whatever it was, I fucking loved them. Like best thing I ever did. But it is for a little while. You look at it and you're like, oh my God, are they ever going to look normal? They look like, what did I do to myself? It's short-lived, and because I was expecting it, it wasn't too bad. So for the most part, I just kept my sports bra on and I didn't even look at them.
Yeah, that's what you do. I mean, that's what I do when I had a fucking binge night where I ate fucking 8 pieces of pizza and like drank like 7 claws and some whiskey, and then I wake up hungover and I'm like, yeah, I'm not looking in the mirror. I'm bloated out of this mind. Yep,
you're like, I'll just get straight into the shower. I'm going to drink 2 gallons of water today.
Yeah. Helena says, do you need to wear a binder after that procedure?
It depends on the surgeon. It's interesting. Also, that's another thing on Bus Mop because every surgeon is different. And I'm not really sure why, if it's like a technique thing or just that's how they feel about it. Some surgeons do have you wear a binder. Some surgeons have you wear a sports bra, and some surgeons have you wear nothing. My surgeon had me in a sports bra for 6 weeks, like day and night. So I had to sleep in one. I'm still sleeping in one now, but I can wear what I want during the day.
Yeah.
So it depends who you see.
Interesting. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. And there's what are all the different like implants? Because there's silicone and there's like a lot now, right?
There are a lot. There are more that like I don't even know about. There's different brands, Naturel, Inspira. There's the cohesive gel, which is like they call it the gummy bear implant because it's like a gummy bear. If you cut into it, there's no liquid. It doesn't leak. It's like cohesive. It sticks back together. And then they have just silicone and saline. So I think I think those are like the 3 major ones.
All right. So now, okay, we talked about tits, obviously.
Talked about boobies.
And you got that tits. Hold on, let me just type it. So I'm going to Google Zealand ass. I did not bring your ass up. You would think it would immediately bring your ass up.
You would think so.
Where's the ass at? I feel like I Googled you before and there was way more info on here, damn it. Maybe I should do
Zealand ass.
That's what I typed. Let's do
Zealand butt.
Anderson. Is that you? Zia Anderson?
That's me.
That's bringing more up. Okay, cool. So I'm trying to find your ass because we were talking about like lifting before the stream.
Oh, my leg press is up to 200 pounds. 3 sets of 10.
That's pretty good, man.
Thank you. I was very proud of myself.
Yeah, I squatted like 405 a few months ago, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. And then I'll work out with 315. I'll do like 4-6 reps of 315 a bunch, and then I'll go down to like 285 and then 225 for like 12, and that's what I do every leg day. And then I focus. God, I can't find it. Why do you not show your ass more, Zia?
I'm sorry. I guess I am a little bit like I just don't want to deal with all the comments sometimes. I'm like, oh, you guys are so mean.
What is your ass not juicy? So I had a flat ass, right? And I like this picture. This is one of my favorite pictures of you. You're in a Spider-Man onesie and you're just spread eagle. Anyways.
Oh yeah, on Instagram.
Great picture. But
thank you.
Yeah. So dude, I had like no ass, right? And I was like, man, I'm tired of not having an ass. Thank you, Ashley and Locals, for the first Locals tip. $5. I love you, baby.
You can kind of see my ass. Sorry, just on the second on Instagram, there's a reel where I turn around and show it in my Batman panties. It's pinned to my profile.
Yeah, even easier, bro. Even
there you go. Showing the butt.
I got you. Clicking on you. All right. So we'll bring it up, and it's pinned, and you're in your Batman. Wait. Okay, Batman panties. All right, cool.
Got it.
All right, turn around now, damn it. Oh, no, it's fine.
Is it okay?
It's great. Yeah, what the hell?
Okay. All right.
That's great. It's totally acceptable. So what I was doing is this girl I was training, and her ass is like out of this world. It's like, it looks like a cartoon. And it's shaped beautifully. I was like, what the fuck?
Nice.
I wish I had an ass. And she's like, all right, we'll commit 1 leg day with me every week. And I was like, okay. So
good.
She's got me doing fucking kickbacks with the cable. And I look like a damn bitch when I do, and it's hilarious because I'm like bent over and I'm fucking and then doing heavy RDLs and then doing hip thrusters, and I'm doing all this shit. And I've been doing it for like 6 months now or 8 months. And I looked in the mirror the other day, and I was like walking by my tight little like rubber ducky boxers, and I look over, and my ass is like fat looking, and I'm like, oh! And I like fucking took pictures of it and was sending it to everybody. I was like, look at my ass, oh my god. And it's still, and people are like, your ass is small, and I was like, no, but before it was Hank Hill ass. It was like non-existent before.
Don't let anybody ruin your excitement over your ass. I know what a little bit of growth feels like, and it's exciting.
So I've never had an ass, so I'm so excited. Like I have a fat ass, and I'm like, dude, I've been like twerking and shit, flooping it back. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, dude, and especially as a girl, fatty deposits, man, you could fucking do some RDLs, some kickbacks, do it twice a week, and your ass will be out of this world.
It's really what I need to do.
Yeah, it's just RDLs, man. That's what you do. Zia, tell Zia I'm interested in that doctor's deets. Her boobs look nice. Thank you, Jessica Reloaded.
Thank you so much. If you're in New Jersey, he's great. His name is Dr. Brian Glatt, BRIANGLATT. And I just was Googling plastic surgeons and I was looking at his gallery and I just loved how natural they looked. They all look so good. And I think he does everything, but he specializes in boobs and mommy makeovers. So that's like, seems to be his most often performed procedures.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Jessica. Johan Noxo says she got those diesel fuel below 5 degrees F boobies. Don't worry, Cody will understand. Diesel fuel below 5 degrees F boobies. Oh my God. I don't know what that means. You said I know what it means, but I don't. I drive a giant diesel truck, but I don't even know what that means
either. But it sounds
I guess
cool.
I haven't been driving it for long enough. Diesel fuel below 5 degrees F. I don't know what that means. Fuck. I feel like a dumbass. I'm sorry, Johan. I failed you, man. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, you say gelled? Does it mean it's gelled? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Thank you, Johan. I appreciate you. Yeah. I have only had my truck when it's warm. I've just bought my new truck. And for like hauling, because I was renting a truck every time I went to a race.
Oh, that's gotta get expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I wrote it off because I make a lot of money when I race, but like I was kind of getting shitty. So I finally bought one, dropped a cool 40 grand, and it hurt my wallet really hard.
Ooh, yeah.
And but I got it, and I just got it, and it is a beautiful truck. And I took it. It's so dirty, so I took it through a car wash. Because fuck it, I don't really care. It's this. I'm gonna be using this truck for a lot of hefty shit. And I took it to a car wash and I paid like the $30 max super death edition car wash. And I came out and it was still like dirty. And I'm like, what the fuck? I like couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, car washes suck.
Yeah, you might have to take that to get hand washed, like the kids on the side of the road that are like raising money for a track meet or something.
It was
gotta do an all right job.
I stumped a redneck Alabama race guy. You did. Thank you. F-250. Hell no. I don't buy no F-250. I got a 6.7 Cummins, bro. Speaking of Cummins, we're 180 from Fight Milk. We already killed. We killed Naked Snake at the damned, which we'll do here kind of shortly. So I appreciate you guys. Is there a reason why Rackets hasn't been streaming? Rackets is, I think he's taking some time off. Spending some time with his family. So that's as far as I know, Jimmy. Thank you, dude. Family vacation. But hell yeah, dude. I love me some Nick. I wasn't in his. It's funny because I raced this weekend and I don't know I don't think he's doing a show. And I'm like, well, that worked out really well. Don't even have to do a show. It all worked out because I always feel real bad when I don't do a show. I just feel like an asshole.
Are you on a show every week?
Yeah, I'm a co-host on the Friday show.
Gotcha.
And I skipped like 3 of them because I was not in town. And I was like, man, this sucks. And I started taking a laptop, but then I would get to the hotel at like 2 a.m. So it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
Because I was, extenuating circumstances from driving all freaking night. And I like having to stop over and over, hitting traffic. It just didn't.
How far do you drive to do your races?
The first one was 13 hours.
Jesus.
The second one was like 9. It was in South Virginia. And the one Friday morning, when I leave it's in South North Carolina. So it'll be like 7 hours. So it won't be bad.
That's not terrible, but thank God for Buc-ee's. At least you have places to stop and get fucking prime rib sandwich. Well, not prime rib, brisket sandwiches. I just made a prime rib because prime rib sounds awesome.
Pulled pork.
Yeah,
it's delicious. And they got the Buc-ee. They got the beaver nuggets that are they're like caramel popcorn without the popcorn.
Oh yeah, no, beaver nuggets are one of the best things I've ever had. And then I recently had the salted caramel beaver nuggets.
Oh God, they're good, man.
Oh, you know what? This is what I say. It is a goddamn feat of like Herculean strength that I am not fat. Okay. That's all I have to say. It is amazing to me that I am not fat, but
yeah, it's a little
weight. I'm salty about it.
I don't know what it is.
I love food.
I know, I know a couple girls like that where they generally stay like pretty good. But sometimes they'll go ham and they just don't gain weight. And I think it's because it's unintentional portion control. Like, so you'll be like, I'm gonna eat pizza, but you only eat like one slice.
Right.
Right. And like you're like, man, I'm gonna get fat. But when the getting fat part is eating like 4 to 5 slices.
Right. Well, the getting fat part is really like if you do it all the time. If you have one day where you overeat, you're not going to gain weight. But if that one day turns into a week, turns into 2 weeks, turns into 3 weeks, that's when you start gaining weight. But if you try to keep your shit in check and one day you're like, fuck, I ate too much today, but then the next day you just go back to your normal shit, it won't matter.
Yeah, I feel fat all the time. And sometimes I'll take my shirt off at the gym and I'm like, man, I look great. And other times I'll see myself out of my peripheral and I look like an obese man. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? It's really weird how body dysmorphia works. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. I look in the mirror sometimes and I'm like, oh, you're fat and disgusting. And I'll look back at a photo of that time. And then I'm like, wait a second. You look fine here. What's going on?
Dude, I saw a picture of me. Fuck, what was it? From last cut season. And I had like a shredded 8-pack. And I was like, I don't remember looking like this.
Yeah.
I remember being like ashamed of myself. Weird.
We're insane, Cody.
Yeah, dude. But it's what keeps us in check, I think.
That's what I say. I'm like, my dad legit gave me an eating disorder for real. I don't think he didn't do it on purpose. He had one, and my dad used to be kind of fat, and then he got into bodybuilding and he got super fit. My first gym membership when I was 13 years old, like he trained me. He'd take me for the summers and we go train. So he was like but he would be like nuts with me. Like if I gained a couple pounds, he'd be like, looks like you gained a couple pounds there. And I was like 14. So I've struggled with bulimia, the whole fucking 9 yards. But there's like legit a small part of me in my brain that's like, I'm kind of glad I was raised like that because now I care a lot.
I wasn't.
Your parents just like whatever.
My parents were like, hey, what do you want mac and cheese? And I was like, yes. And they were like, do you also want 8 Pepsis? And I was like, yes. No, I was fat. I was fat my whole life. And I was like morbidly, I don't know if I was morbidly obese. I was definitely obese.
I feel like I've seen a before and after photo and like you were bigger, but maybe I didn't see one where you were at your biggest. Cause I remember thinking like, oh wow, yeah, he looks great. He lost a lot of weight, but I didn't think you were like fucking giant.
Before. Yeah, I was almost 300 pounds. And then I got down to like 142 and I don't know what happened. I'm going to be honest. So I was 17 and I was like, I hate being fat. And I don't know what came over me, but I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And I took all my, I think I had Cokes, like cans of Coke, and I threw them in the trash can. And that was the last time I've had a Coke. And I'm 33.
Wow.
I've not had a soda. And no, monsters don't count, you bitches. I'll kill you. I'll kill all you asses in the
There's 0 carbs, right?
There's 0 everything. 0 sugar.
Yeah, you're fine.
0 carbs. So I know somebody will say it too. Yes, it is. Anyways, so I stopped drinking soda and I still ate pizza every day. Fucking every day, dude. And I guess it was the 1,500 calories I was putting in empty a day. And I remember it was like 4 months later, 4 or 5 months later, I like walked into the bathroom and I had my shirt off and I looked at myself and I looked like scrawny, like super skinny. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, Mom, come here. And she like came in there and I was like, am I skinny now? And she's like, yeah, you're real skinny, son. And I was like, the fuck? And I had a little floop at the bottom of my belly because I was, used to be fat. And then of course, that lasted for a couple of years. And I got a girlfriend like a month later and was like smashing pistols for my first time in my life and all this shit.
Wow.
Because before then I was like, oh, I only see you as a brother kind of guy. And then had a few girlfriends and I got married, of course, a year and 3 years later. And I gained a lot. I gained like 60 pounds or 80 pounds. I was at like 230. Started getting fat again. And I was like, I didn't kind of realize it until I saw a picture of me at like some pool.
It sneaks up on you.
Yeah. And I was like, oops. So I started going to the gym and it was hard. Right. And I was like, I guess I'll start eating right. And I'm very habitual. So I ate the same thing every day for 8 months without a cheat meal. Actually, the first cheat meal came in 4 months in. I watched Edge of Tomorrow and threw up everywhere.
What did you eat? Do you remember what your cheat meal was?
I ate spaghetti and I ate half of a giant roll of cookie dough raw.
Fuck, that sounds so good though.
And I threw it all up.
Because your body isn't used to that shit. You can't eat like that after eating so clean for 4 months.
Yeah, it was rough. And then I ate clean again. And then I was in Bodybuilding Magazine October that year.
Damn.
Because I was shredded. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, I remember I walked in the bathroom one day and I just had abs that were veiny, and I was like, what the fuck? And that I stayed that way for a long time. And then I started gaining mass. I started focusing on gaining mass. So I've been kind of cutting and bulking. And that's what that picture was, where you see me like in the kitchen, like in that picture where I looked really small and I had like nothing but abs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me like at the end of that cut. And I was like, what
Right.
the fuck? And I think that was the night where I was like, take pictures of me, please, wife, because I am confused. And I weighed like 147. And now I weigh like almost 200 pounds. And I still have abs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you put on a shit. That's a fuck ton of muscle you put on.
Yeah, well, it took 8 years. People were like, you did roids. And I'm like, no, it took 8 years. Like, I will do roids one day because I'm going to get older and I'm going to be like, fuck this, I'm going hard. Like,
my dad started doing HGH in like his 40s, I think.
Ooh, see, yeah, I've always been kind of afraid of HGH, but I think it might be time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if like whenever you feel like you need it, it seems like you probably don't, but his doctor gave it to him. I remember he kept it in the fridge.
Yeah, in the fridge. That's all. Pizza is great, says Zia. The new boobs look great. I found out about you from you going on Chrissy's CAMELCAST show. You all are crazy on that show in an entertaining way. Dude, I was fucking on.
Thank you.
I was watching who was it? Wicked Virtue. And they were just like, they had a tier list of men. And that's what their stream was about.
Wow.
It was like 200 people watching this bullshit.
Who were the men? Were they famous men or just,
they were all famous.
Damn.
They put Chris Pratt in God tier, and that made me feel pretty good.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's an attractive guy.
He's my brother, so
yeah. You guys actually do look like you could be related. It's hilarious.
Yeah. There's people out there that actually believe he's my biological brother. Because they don't have that filter because they're kind of autistic.
Gotcha.
I had somebody email me and they were like, they emailed me and they're like, bro, I can't believe like Chris Pratt, bro, that's so cool. Like, well, I'm like, but I didn't correct them either.
Bless them. Bless them.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm not correcting them. Fuck it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Have fun. We're just gonna have fun with this forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be great. Somebody said there ain't no romance since WW2 men. So that's a great point. Because the average testosterone rate for males in the US is 50% lower than it was like 30 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, that's why all those kids have that stupid spaghetti like weird top haircut and they all like look effeminate.
Oh my God, thank you. Nick and I talk about that haircut all the time. What is that? I don't hate on a lot of things, but what the fuck is that haircut and why does everyone have it?
I don't know.
It's like
dude.
short on the sides and then it's that curly weird perm thing.
Weird like perm thing. It looks like some like freaking 80s monstrosity, and it's every single kid that's like 19 in my gym has that haircut.
Yeah, I think it's Patrick Mahomes. I'm pretty sure he's the one that, at least, I don't know if he started it, made it popular. What the fuck happened?
Everything just keeps getting worse. Like we had the man bun and I was like, ooh, that's gay. And then now we have this. I'm like, oh, this is way worse. We bring back the man bun,
It's
bro.
worse. The man bun's not so bad looking anymore.
Just bring it back, man. I'll take it. Please, God. Please bring it back, man. Oh shit, boys. We're gonna do some Naked Snake here. Just like last time, but not broken because I haven't. My whole setup is way different than last time Zio was on. I have a whole new processor, sound processor, everything, mics, all of it's new. Somebody says, would steroids and HGH work or make you just more top heavy? Yeah, they work. 100. Yeah, of course. Well, you go to the gym, lift shit. Yeah, and they work for sure.
Yeah, I would imagine if you just took them, you might just get fat, right? If you
you would gain muscle mass by doing nothing, but still you would get fat. Yeah, but if you just fucking go ham, boys. Go to the gym. Yeah, you get huge, right? So, but you'll still get a little fat if you don't keep your diet reasonable. Like you can kind of eat like some red meat, eat a burger, make sure your protein's there, and you'll get huge. But if you just eat ice cream and shit, you're gonna get fat.
How many grams of protein do you eat a day?
240.
Fucking A. I'm struggling to get 100 in.
Yeah, and you would want to get how much you weigh? Like 130?
No, Jesus.
Oh, you're 5'2". Sorry, you're 5'2". You weigh like 115, 140.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'm I'm so used to training girls that are 5'5", 5'6", and they all weigh 128, 130, and they're
That's so funny. Yeah, no, I'm fucking miniature. Before I went in for my surgery, I was like 112.
Yeah, you look you look similarly built to these girls. It's just you're not 5'6". So I call that haircut broccoli do. It's terrible, Johnny. It's terrible. I hate it. They should be ashamed. By the way, 40 likes from 700. I think we have like almost double the viewers last time we had this show.
I gotta go like this. Why have I not liked
great
it
stream? Yet? Yeah, like last time we only had like 400 current. We've had almost 800 all night.
Wow.
Great. How do you get that much protein? I eat 40 in the morning. 2 hours later, I have a protein shake and a protein bar. I go to the gym. I take 2 scoops of protein when I leave the gym. When I get home, about an hour and a half later, I eat grilled chicken and rice, which I stack it to where it's at least 40 grams, 37 grams of chicken. I eat after my streams another 40 grams, and then before I go to bed, I take a 40-gram scoop of casein.
It's tough to get all that in. I have a hard time with the calories that I can eat because I'm also fucking tiny. I don't really get to eat that much. And then with the protein, I've got to get in. So it's like I do the same thing. I do a scoop of protein in my oatmeal. I do chicken or chicken sausage, depending on like I get this one that doesn't have casing, so the calories are a lot lower. So I can get like for 200 calories, I can get like almost 40 grams of protein. It's not terrible. So just shit like that, it sucks. And then I'll like try to throw an egg in every now and again, a couple of eggs.
Yeah, it depends. It depends. If you're hitting the gym. If you're hitting like the actual fucking gym and lifting shit, you need to hit that protein. If you're not, it's not super detrimental. You're going to want to hit your high protein, but like if you're not hitting like your high goal, like you're not hitting like you're like getting worn out at the gym every day, it's not super detrimental. But like I was at the gym today and I took, some fucking like powdered meth and I'm using some pre-workout this guy made that he sold me at the gym. And
this guy made it and sold it to, what do you give it to? A Ziploc baggie at the gym? That sounds terrifying.
It's just an unmarked thing, and I'm pretty sure it's like Adderall and fucking beta alanine squished together. And dude, I was at the gym with like my pupils and I was just like, and dude, I got to like my 6th workout on shoulders, to where I had done every shoulder exercise. I did fucking 3 lateral raises. And like, I looked at the clock and it was like 6 and I got there at like 3:30 and I was like, okay, I probably should go home and schedule my stream with Zia. And I was like sweating and I don't sweat very often. And I was like, man, this pre-workout's the shit. And I'm like, I'm going to be just snorting this bullshit all week.
We're going to find out that Cody has been missing for 3 days and he took a car and thought it was the end of the world and crashed it into a...
Hell, man. Let's do some Naked Snake. Thank you, Ashley, on the local side. I love you. Thank you, Darren Muth, for being the only Rumble ranter today. You're goated as hell, boo. I love you. I appreciate you, dude. I need some of that pre-workout. Dude, pre-workout has gotten shit in the last couple of years. So thank God. Thank God for pre-workout.
Funny.
So how exactly are you gonna do Naked Snake?
I guess, can I take this off?
Yeah, I didn't know if you had anything under it. I was just worried.
I do. I told you I was going to put a push-up bra on just for you, just for this.
All right, that's cool.
And it's too small.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. 607. Okay, this is something I want to tackle real quick because my friend always says this. He doesn't say that. 6070 Smith says, "Get a man job. Muscle will take care of itself." Yeah, that's not how that works. The biggest pro like NPC bodybuilder in my gym has a construction job, and he comes to the gym twice a day and fucking lifts so heavy. He doesn't just do construction. One of my other friends works construction. He doesn't work out, and he looks like a melting fucking snowman. Now, granted, he is strong as shit. He's still not stronger than me though, at even close. He benches like 225, and I bench like 405.
Jesus.
But he doesn't work out ever. So.
You bench almost 4 of me. That's insane to think about.
Think about it more. What's up? How's it feel?
Crazy.
It feel kind of sexy. No, anyways. I had a girl tell me that once. She was like, she's like, how much do you bench? And I was like 405. She's like, bro, that gets me like dripping. And I'm like, oh shit. She's like, you could fucking throw me. And I'm like, I could. What's up, superstar? How you doing, Bubba? Let's do some Naked Snake. So when I don't know if you remember, but it's like when the chorus starts. But we'll pop it off. Hopefully you can hear it. I'm sure you can. Everything's fixed now. There it is. We're going to do Naked Snake for the 168th stream in a row. We haven't missed it in a year and a couple months. Been pretty wild, boys. Let's see how many people leave. Wait, no, you're here. Maybe they won't.
Do they usually leave? Why would they want to? Where's your fan base?
It's usually just a man doing it. So
I mean, I don't see anyone in that thread talking about you complaining, so
they're not here though. All right, boys. I gotta pop my bullshit headset off 2 seconds. Or else I can't put my bandana on.
I have to take the headphones off too. I'm talking to you guys, I guess I realize I'm not talking to him when I take my shirt off. I want to get those headphones that are just go into your ears so I don't have these giant things on my head. Look at that hair. Look at that hair.
Hold on.
I'm searching, I'm melting to
Get it perfect for the boys. My hair's getting too long.
I like it.
All right, boys, here we go. Here we go, boys. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah, boys. Here we go. In my time, there be nobody else. Thank you, Rudy Toot, Lordo, Narco-Wookie, Helena. Ooh, cry. It's the way I fly to you. Are you trying to flex your boobies right now?
I realized I could flex my boobs. It took me some practice, but I realized I could do it.
Here, I'll show you. You ready?
Not as much as you though.
This is the part we do it on right here. Here we go. This is it.
How do you do that? Almost. Almost.
Oh my God! Look at these bitches. Can you believe it? 168 in a row. Steph, Jessica Reloaded, Rudy Tootie. Not for honor, but for you. Oh my God! Look at Zia. Still the only woman that has ever done this with me.
Wait, really?
Yes, for the second time, by the way. Unbelievable. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Sorry. Crazer. I got you covered.
Oh, no. This nip is really popping out. I told you this bra is too small. This is the 32D and it does not fit.
Yeah, I don't think a bra would. Dude, you've never seen me in real life, but I'm a large man.
Yeah, you said you're like 6 something, right?
I'm 5'11", which is almost there.
That's close enough.
I'm close. Close. Give it to me, guys. I wish I would have got that extra inch. That's what she said. Here we go, guys. Finishing it off. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much. 168 in a row. 170 in 2 shows. Can you believe this community has gotten us to 168 of these in a row? That's crazy.
Your community is awesome.
Wild. I can't believe this shit. Yeah,
so cool.
It has been over a year since we didn't have a naked snake. It's crazy. Thank God for that, because it helps me out in a huge way. So I appreciate all this. God, look at all these blue boys.
Aww.
Lord, Helena, Rudy Toot, Steph. God, look at her face. God, I love her. That girl's face. Beautiful.
She is beautiful.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, she's like text me one day. She DM'd me. And she's like, bro, how you doing? And I'm like, good. And I'm like, send me a picture of your face. And she did. And I was like, God, that's great. That's
those
all I said.
Cheekbones, that jawline. Hello.
Yeah, like that. If I was gonna reproduce, it would be with her, because I need it, because I want some beautiful children. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Rudy Toot. Love you guys. American Legend says, can't ask for more. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Oh, misread that. Somebody says, you say, do you talk about the Bible right now? I see you.
He's like, these sinning heathens.
How dare you?
This bitch.
I had somebody on Rumble say, this is too much degeneracy for me to handle. Just too damn much.
You gotta love it. Bro. You can't see a man flexing his pecs shirtless. That's crazy. It's crazy talk.
No, dude. No,
Satan
not at
himself will come down and get you in his grasp and pull you into hell.
all. Michaela asked a good question that I've heard somebody talk about before. She said, "Can you get nips after you get fake ones?"
Like, can you get new nips?
I think I've heard you can. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know that, so mine, he didn't mess with my nipples at all, but I know that like you can get, just from the research I've done, I know you can get nipple reduction. Like they can cut around your nipple and make it smaller. I know that like if a girl has her like a double mastectomy or whatever, I've seen people tattoo nipples on, but I don't know if I've ever seen nips like created and put on.
I heard or read something about prosthetic nipples before.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. See, I didn't look into that, I guess, because I didn't need to, but that's awesome if they can do that. That's a cool thing.
Matt himself says God created naked boobies for the world to see. Agreed.
I think that boobs are great.
But I'm an ass guy though.
Asses are great too.
I love boobies, but God, dude, I don't know what it is. It like when I think about asses, I could be literally doing whatever in real life, and I think about asses, and my heart starts racing. Fucking crazy.
Think that you would like Hawaii a lot because every girl wears a Brazilian bikini. Like that's just normal. Yes and no. There are a lot of big gals, but there are a lot of gals who are. There's a lot of Asian mixed gals there, so there's some petite, cute ones with nice butts for sure. God
damn, yeah. Gotta like big asses. Gotta love them. It's wild as hell. Like, whew. Man, I had a girl at my house. I had actually a bunch of girls at my house because we were doing a pool thing. And this girl, oh my God, it was last year. And this girl was sitting on a floaty, like a rubber ducky floaty. This girl, and I can't remember fucking her name. I guess I wouldn't say it anyways. But she had a black bathing suit on that was like it was like a thong bathing suit. And she was like perched, bent up on this ducky thing, and she like floated by me, and she was just talking to another girl that was like on the like deck, and she floated by me, and her ass is like perked up, and like I don't know what it was, dude. My testosterone must have been wild that day, but oh my God, I was like heart was beating. I was like, oh my God.
Did you get it in that butt later?
Well, no, yeah, I've hooked up with her before.
Oh, okay. It was just in that moment of seeing her butt like that in that way.
Bro, it was crazy. It was I was like boo, 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 boo. I was like, I can't believe this. And it's something that didn't happen. This didn't happen until I was older. It's like the older I get, like it's like more primal. It's fucking weird.
I wonder if it's also because did you ever lift like this when you were younger?
No.
I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Like, I wonder if you're like really like, making more testosterone or your man. I don't know, something. I wonder if exercising has anything to do with that.
I have noticed that my beard, I couldn't grow a beard at all. And then I started working out, and a couple years later, I shaved, by the way. I never even knew, but I hit like 30 or like maybe 31-ish. And I was like, I'm not going to shave for a while. And it was looking kind of full. I was like, weird. I'm going to see what happens. And it was like, whoop. And I was like, what the fuck? I had a beard. And so I shaved it. And that was like 2 years ago. And recently I joined a race team. So I've been racing for a team. And I race their cars, which is really cool because, if I wreck something, it's not like the end of the world.
Right.
Because they have like a billion cars and they can just replace everything in fucking one day. But they all had mustaches. And I'm like, well, I gotta have a mustache. So I shaved my beard and I just have this mustache. And it looks so like full and cartoony, and it's hilarious.
You are one of the few people in the world, I think, that I've ever seen with just a mustache that can pull it off and actually look good.
Thank you.
It's so rare. Most of the time you see a dude with a mustache and you're like, oh, you look stupid, or you look cheesy, like whatever, or you look like a pedophile or whatever. Yeah. Like my little brother started growing a mustache. He's like 20. He's 20. He started growing a little mustache, and I'm just like, dude, you gotta. I love you. I love you. You're adorable. For the love of God, that is the creep. But he knows it's a creepy mustache. Like he knows it's a weird, creepy, freaking almost pedo looking mustache. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, shape it.
There's a little bitty dude at my gym, and it's like this very light like thing right here, and I'm like, bro, dude, you got to get rid of that shit.
Yeah, it doesn't work. The really light mustaches don't. Those also, I've seen a couple dudes who can pull it off really well, but it's so rare.
Yeah, I agree with that. CC and locals with a $10 tip says, bravo, Zia. Camelot invited her to come back on for naked snake. I will, dude. The viewership has jumped. It's been a freaking crazy show. I'm actually surprised it's been so crazy. I thought it was going to be normal, but it's been crazy. It was the boobs. They're just so fat and delicious looking.
The power of boobs are actually kind of wild. It's not something I realized until I had them. And then I was like, oh, people treat you differently. They're very nice to you when you have big boobs.
I had somebody on my show like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Some girl, I forget who it was now. Somebody might remember right off the top of their head. Might have been Pippa before her stream, actually, before we started the stream. But she was like, this girl was like, dude, if you were a female, you would have like 2 million subs right now with your content that you have right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Could you imagine me being like just a hot girl and being like, get on it, doggone it. What's up, bitches? Let's go.
I'm actually pretty sure, there'd be like 3 million guys in the chat being like, wife, or like wife material.
I'd post me playing Coheed on like an Ibanez on Twitter. Guess the song, boys. They'd be like, fucking welcome home. Fuck. I love you.
I guess I fucked up not learning how to play guitar. What an idiot.
Yeah, you should have done that.
Stupid.
Dude, like, no shit. You'll see a girl playing guitar on YouTube, and she'll be pretty good. There's only like one or two I've ever seen that are like fucking, like, I'm like, damn, I didn't expect that. But there's like one girl that plays guitar. She's pretty good. And like all the comments are like, oh my God, marry me. I'm in love with you. Oh my God, marry me. And I'm like, guys suck. They're kind of cringy. Like, shit, dude. Come on.
I have to say, the comments that I get are, I like the people that have somehow found their way into my weird little community. They're great because their comments are usually not like marry me. That it's always something nice or something funny pertaining to some podcast I've been on, and I like it. I like the dudes in my little community. They're great.
Dude, I agree. I love them.
They're so cool.
And the women are great because I've like talked some shit about women before. And like they stay forever. They'll say hell yeah too. They'll be like, hell yeah, fuck women. And I'm like, yeah.
I've actually never had, the women in your community are so fucking cool. I've never seen like them be so nice and cool and fun and accepting and like come to check. Like Sonia has checked out my stuff and she's like the sweetest in the fucking world.
She posted those edits of you and they were looking slick.
Weren't they nice? Oh my God.
Dude. Yeah, I almost used one for the thumbnail, but it was like too bright. And I was like, I was like, I'll just get it. I'll just pull that one with her giant titties. Dinah says, would you say a hot guy can be easier mode too? 100% yes.
Oh yeah.
People that are perceived as attractive always have it easier. That's just a fact of life. Jesus de Vila, my boy. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you, Jesus. I appreciate you. And Amorsk over on Rumble says, another Rumble rant says, you need to get Zia, Anna, Nick, Flawed, Jessica Reloaded all on the same stream for Naked Snake. That'd be a fire show. Anna probably won't do it, but everyone else would. Yeah. I don't know if Anna would. I feel like Anna makes a lot of money, man. Like on her, like not being naked. Like
her cosplay content is really good.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's not naked in those, and she's making like hundreds of grand. So I don't think she'd want to jeopardize that for getting naked on my show. Maybe
if she had like a bikini top, some sort of bikini top on underneath.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So you better apologize to ugly people. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry you guys look terrible. I'm sorry you guys didn't get the jaw lines or the cheekbones or the dimples. I apologize. Sorry you didn't get the rip chest or the shoulder vein. Look at that vein, boys.
That is quite a vein. Goodness gracious. It's just staring at me.
I'm sorry that you were not able to acquire these items through over the counter. But I
had to buy these if it makes anyone feel better. I saved for like 6 months. I was like, I'm going to be attractive, damn it.
This took 8 years. 8 years of hard benching to get titties. And I'm scared I'm gonna lose them because like I've only been able to do like 375 at the gym for like one lately, and I'm like I'm getting like weak as fuck, and I'm like getting scared.
Sometimes that happens to me for some reason. My legs have been getting stronger, but that's just my legs are always like that because I'm a girl. It's how it goes. But my fucking isolateral shoulder presses, I can only do 35 pounds on each side, and I'm fucking irritated because at one point I was getting close to 45, and now I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Pissing me off.
Dinah said, Cody, if you could buy a bigger Johnson and it was normal, would you? I would like to have almost 7-inch penis, and I would like it to be the same curve as mine because I feel like it's like got personality.
Does yours curve up a little?
It curves to the left.
Okay.
Up and to the left, and
up
then
and to the left, that hit spots.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's probably all I'd want. Same thickness, but I would like it to be about almost 7. I feel like that's just a solid number for some reason.
Yeah, 7 is. I feel like even 6 is like.
Oh, Michaela's trying to feed into me.
Right there.
7 is too much, Cody. You're 4 inches fine. Thank you, Michaela. I appreciate that, baby.
She might be right. I feel like 6 inches is solid.
Yeah.
Like that's big.
It better
6
be solid.
big.
It better be solid. So like 6'9". Yes. Exactly. Make sure real quick, guys. I need you to do this for me. I need you to lock the stream because we are 40 away from goal. I need you to go ham. Wait, no, we already destroyed goal. Now I'm sorry, guys. Fuck. We are 40 away from a random goal that I'd never set. I didn't realize we hit 700 locks that long ago. Shit. Let's hit 800 before we get off here. 40 away from 800 lockies. 800 lock goal. Get on it, doggone it. I appreciate you guys so much. I did not expect to get 800. That means we'll be at 1,000 before it posts tomorrow, which is a really, really good number. That leads me to believe that the show is growing, and also boobies. Very important.
The show is growing and boobs are growing.
I didn't put Naked Snake in the title. So how far from Fight Milk? Oh, we were still like 150 away. So don't do it because I'm getting off, motherfucker. Don't you fucking do that shit to me. I'm getting off this shit. I'm tired. It's like 11:40, and I gotta get up and work on my engine. Then I gotta get up Friday at 7 and drive fucking 12 hours. Don't do this to me.
Send me Bucky's pictures. I don't want penis pictures from Camelot. I want Bucky's pictures. Everything that you eat.
It's gonna be like me like in like holding my dick, and then there's just some Bucky's in the background. Bucky's pictures.
Be like, damn it, this is not what I wanted. I want that pulled pork sandwich. Oh God. I just started like dieting a little bit again because I'm trying to cut down because I gained a little weight when I was off.
Yeah.
And I'm insane. So I'm supposed to about it. And I'm just hungry. It's to the point where now all I'm thinking about is food because my calories are low enough where I'm just like, I just want to eat things.
Dude, same. And there is no calories in ass. Waif WAF says just because you're beautiful doesn't mean you could be a woman. It's never good enough. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll be a woman one day, damn you. If apparently you can just do it if you just say it, so it's fine.
You're building the boobies up.
Yeah, we're almost there. Now, granted, if I think if you get it on the muscle, depending on how big your chest is, which mine definitely will pass this mark, like you can't do under the muscle, right?
Yes, I believe that if the chest muscles are too developed, and my surgeon also told me, I told him I'm going to stop training chest, and he said, yeah, you're never going to be able, the muscle's never going to fully develop now that it's been cut into.
Oh God.
So I said, okay, I'm just not going to do it.
Well, yes, I definitely fell that category for sure.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, and they'd be like, "Hey, you got to stop training chest." I'm gonna be like,
"Fuck you."
That's the only thing keeping me alive is lifting heavy.
But you could do it over the muscle, and you'd have nice round boobies sitting on top of a giant chest. It'd be like, oh, I had chicken and rice for dinner.
Yeah, same. I did too. I literally did. Superstar said how to stay on it. Just do it. There's literally nothing else you can do. You just gotta fucking do it, and it sucks.
Day in and day out.
I want my soft to be similar to my hard. Swear my shit's like Bruce Banner and the Hulk, or as I say, Bruce Flaccid and Incredible Bulk. Thank you, Christian Wolf. I appreciate you guys. We're 10 likes away. How do we get to 790 and then stop? We're 10 likes away, you bitches. What are you doing?
What
are you doing to me?
Like it.
You're pissing me off with all
your like is a boob press.
Thank you, Snafu. I'm reading you. Don't worry, Snafu. I am reading locals. Don't get all bitchly and think I'm not. I'm always reading. I'll have some streams on locals coming very, very soon. Just straight up very soon. Let me do something real quick before I do anything else. Beep, 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 beep. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh. What the fuck? Pippa's been live for almost 4 hours.
Wow.
Damn. I don't want to rate her then. Because she'll probably be getting off soon. Beep, boo, doo, 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 ba, doo, boop, 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 boo, doo. Shane Davis is on. Some guy called Volcano Verse is on. It looks like he's looking at seismic graphs right now. So I guess he's literally a volcano guy. I can't believe she's been on so long. She looks so tired. She's usually tripping balls, boys. All right, cool. We will do, I think Zombies Go Numb maybe, because he's online right now. Look. Yeah. Hold on. Let me do something. Sorry, guys. Make sure you like the stream, you bitches, by the way. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked for 2 seconds. Hold on.
I got sidetracked because my husband sent me a reel of a big booby Asian girl falling into a pool. I sent it to you, Cody.
I do like big boobies and Asians.
I really do.
Billy Hatcher, send me your link to your channel. I don't see it. I can't find it anywhere. Just post it in the chat and I'll pull it up because you're a mod, yeah? Post your link to your channel real quick, Billy. Thank you. And we'll rate Billy because he's a big supporter of mine. He's a good dude. So, but it's the only one you get for this month, you bitch. I'll kill you.
He's a good supporter and I love him. This bitch.
What a bitch. All right, here he is. You playing Crash Bandicoot? Bro. Oh my God, cool. All right, we're gonna rate my boy playing Crash Bandicoot. What a goober. All right, here we go. Let me put that in the raid, and then we will. Are we at 800 likes? I can't see yet. There he is. All right, cool. All right, we got him ready. We're at 808 likes.
Whoop, whoop.
Did I miss something? Oh, it's fucking Kevin at the end here. I didn't see this. Oh my God, Kevin! Thank you so much, dude.
I need to learn how to do butt flexes. Shit.
Oh, I can do that shit. Can you do a butt flex?
I don't know.
Just flex a little. Just squeeze.
I don't think there's a way to.
You're doing something, kind of. Yeah, you're doing something. Something's happening.
Something's going on back there. I don't know what it is, though.
Something's happening. I see it. Thank you, Kevin. He's going to close us out with a fat, delicious red boy. Or sorry, a pink boy. It was a pink boy night, by the way, guys. Hot diggity damn. Thank you so much. It's like 7 pink boys, 1 red boy, and a whole bunch of shit. I'm going to pull them all up real quick, and then we're getting the hell off here. Boom, Billy. Boom, Bryce. Boom, Phoenix. Boom, Disco. Boom, Squiddy Squid. Boom, Carrie Davidson. Jerk off, Juggernaut. Wookie be bad. The Squid. Aki. Oh, Kevin Hunts. Oh, Kevin Hunts. Oh, Wookie be bad. Oh, Kevin Hunts. My boy Kevin Hunts be crazy as hell. Pizza. I love you. Appreciate you. And then don't forget, oh, Kevin Hunts. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you so much, Kevin. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thank you, Zia, for coming on. What a fantastic damn show. I appreciate it. It's always good, dude. It's always good. And the people I invite back is the ones that were good, that were fun. So
oh, that makes me feel so good. Thank you so much.
I had 4 repeat guests. So there you go.
I feel very special. Thank you, everybody, for being so kind.
Nick Ricade has been on like 8. So
well, you do a show with him.
He's my boy. Yeah. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Make sure you go follow Zia on the YouTube. You've been streaming over there, haven't you? I think I saw.
I have. Yeah, I stream on YouTube. I want to start doing some more stuff as I'm like, I'm going to start cutting weight. I'm going to start doing some tier lists because I need to. We talk about this. I do a snack stream every Sunday on YouTube. So we talk about this constantly of like which burgers are the best. So I want to do a burger tier list really bad. I've got some fun food plans and things to do.
Hell yeah. So it's on. It's post. Sonia's posting the link. Go give her some love. Get the hell on it. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Appreciate you guys so much. I'll see you guys. I might stream my race Saturday. If I don't, I will see you Monday or Sunday. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Love you guys. And bye. Hell yeah.